Please welcome Tom Summery. You know that I'm here, and your white privileges are going to save you tonight, okay, guys?
Any government is to monopolize as much violence as possible in order for it to inflict it on as many citizens as possible.
I've been on this like weird anarchist arc for a few months now. This is playing by their rules exactly how they are written, and it's
This
working.
is Rebecca DePietro, former WWE diva, Playboy model, and Miss Hawaiian Tropic 2006. Shit, that was a long time ago. You're watching The Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, episode 199. It froze on my screen, so I didn't know when the intro was going to end. So I was just like, fuck it. Like, I'll just wait for the screen to change. I don't know what's going on right now. It looked like it was working right on the stream. So anyway, episode 109, Hot Spoons in Space, baby. We got Demi Lovato talk. We got William Shatner. We got more Brian Laundrie and Dog the Bounty Hunter shit. I know, right? Pretty disappointing. But we have Dave Chappelle, Joe Rogan shit to talk about. Yeah, baby. It's been a fun week, even though the news has kind of sucked. As always.
All right, we got a lot of shit.
Flanked by my side. I'm not even going to try to figure out the fucking direction this week because I fucking suck at that. What's up, brother?
Not much. I'm Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe. Happy to be here, folks.
And we have our favorite unvaccinated government-hating friend at the bottom of your screen holding us up like Atlas. Yeah, baby. How's it going, Brandon?
It's going. Love hating the government.
That motherfucking name Brandon. Yeah.
Let's go.
As I'm like going through and watching the intro, I'm like, why don't we have any clips of Brendan in there? Like,
Because you don't want to strike.
That's
true.
Got a point there.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. No, I get a kick out of your intros every time. I'm almost scared to ask how much that cameo costs.
$0. Wasn't a cameo.
Yeah, he's friends with her on TikTok.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
If you follow RevRest Pod, is that what it is on Twitter?
Yeah.
At RevRest Pod, and that's WRES, I believe, right?
Wait, who isn't following that?
Exactly, right?
I know, you bastards.
REVWRESPOD, yes.
Yeah. So Tony, like, he puts up like supermodel posters and shit of some of the hottest WWE stars and gets some attention on there, and rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
It's
a good way to get people's attention. Be like, hey, look at me, by the way, follow.
Well, I have no idea what she says, but
that's fair.
That is fair. I don't Twitter, I mumble. Well,
you did last week. That's goddamn sure. Yeah.
Oh, thanks for tuning in, Justin. So don't forget, we do stars in there. Whatever, send stars, don't send stars. I really don't give a shit at this point. It expires in 3 days unless I game for another 2 hours, and I'm like, God, can I squeeze in 2 hours in the next 2 days? I don't know.
I think you can.
I think I can. Lynn's like, yeah, bro, we're fucking gaming. Let's go.
I feel like Kevin's been encouraging all of you, and he's getting shot down a lot.
Well, yeah. So, okay, here's a funny story.
Well, Tony.
We'll get into the drinks and the drinking words here in a second. But damn you, Buddha, you son of a bitch. So the other night I jump on with the boys and they're all playing a Call of Duty. I had no idea Justin was streaming. And I'm dropping all kinds of shit.
Oh no.
Yeah. And he's like, well, I'm gonna stop streaming after this game. I'm like, Oh fuck.
Oh,
fuck.
no.
It's like I don't know what all I said, but I Justin, I hope you didn't get a strike, bro. I know I dropped the F word.
Brendan, your stream.
Like the naughty F word, not fuck, the other F word, you know, like bundle of sticks F word. A couple of times.
You fumble penis past it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's great. Yeah, I would hate to hear the amount of awful things you said when you didn't know you were speaking to other people online. That's great.
I know, right?
Imagine. Oh, wow,
Yeah, he said
that's great.
Yeah, he never got a strike or anything. I don't keep the vids on there. I remove them. Yeah, I would too.
Good call.
There was in like, you know, in between the matches, like you got random people in there too, and so everybody's just talking mad shit. Oh, it got bad a couple times.
So he takes the video down. Does that mean he leaves the audio?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, that's better than leaving both, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that wasn't me. That was my brother Lynn. Shit, not any better. Damn it.
Yeah.
Stop using real names. All right. Anyway, tonight I'm drinking some Crown Royale with my Coke as usual to prime up. But then I've been sitting on this one for a little while, and I'm running out of new bottles to open. So I'm going to do hand-selected Bullet Bourbon Frontier Whiskey Single Barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This is a 52%, 104 proof. Yeah. Specially crafted so this is a store pick. Even though I've seen this bottle everywhere, it says that it was specifically crafted for Fairway in Norwalk, Iowa. So we'll see if it's an actual store pick. I'm pretty sure it's just the same bottle that everybody else has. But anyway, I'll crack that bitch open tonight. So we'll see how that
Yeah,
is.
sometimes that one blows the orange label out of the water, and yeah, you know, even if it's slightly different, they figure out a way to make it just enough different that it was worth the buy. The store picks are always one of the best values in whiskey. And tonight, okay, get ready for this. Drum roll, please. Drum roll. Tonight, I'm gonna have a scotch. I'm gonna have a bourbon. And I'm gonna have a beer. Cheers,
Nice. Oh my God! You just went all George Thorogood on us, didn't you?
I've got some Blantons in this one. I've got some Glenfiddich 15 in here, and I've got this shitty. It's not bad. It's this blonde ale from Golden Road Brewing that they made for the Super Bowl, and I never got into it until like a week or two ago.
Oh.
So
I got all kinds of different beers that I've slowly started picking up in my little mini fridge down here. But those are going to be for beer reviews just for KOE Nation. Surprises coming for Phil. Like, share, subscribe, KOE Nation.
Maybe I should do a review
YouTube.
of this beer while I'm at it. While we're here,
let's introduce Brendan first.
Yes, let's do that.
What's up with that,
How
man?
many stars to cancel Brendan? He hasn't even done anything yet, Justin.
He put on my nose. Now he wants to cancel. But you know what? Fuck you.
500 stars. We will mute Brendan for 5 minutes. Now Phil might be on later.
Yeah, save your money.
You're gonna want to save your money because 1,000 stars will mute him for 10 minutes.
That's pretty good. Brendan, what you drinking?
Oh man, I am slumming it tonight.
Yes.
Just a straight up Bud Light.
Oh God,
you dirty bitch.
Yep.
That hurt me.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It
it hurt.
After the last time I started with the Taylor, I
wonder why.
I don't want to say we're bad influences or anything, but I don't have to say
because every time I go to a store, I'm like, oh, I gotta get at least 3 bottles of bourbon.
Yeah.
I know, right?
At least one. I mean, 3. Well, actually,
Joneses.
Yeah. These Joneses over here are fucking hard to keep up with sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll never.
I fight to keep up with myself.
Yeah.
That's a bitch.
You're a bitch.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Voodoo Ranger Future Hop IPA. That
IPA
sounds terrible. I'm just gonna say that sounds awful.
Beer.
Really?
Yeah, they make some good beer.
Voodoo Ranger does, but I hate IPAs. There's very few that I like.
I love IPAs.
I've come around on a lot of them. It's the really like The weak ones are actually worse than the strong ones because at least the strong ones still have that flavor profile. The weak ones it's just that pine needle hoppy shit that isn't the best part of it. It actually has some flavor if it's strong.
I think my favorites are the hazy and the doubles. The double IPAs are about 8%.
Doubles are pretty good.
Those are man, those are just so good. Most of them, not all of them, but
on that Andre the Giant night, I had that dark IPA that was almost like a stout, man.
Yeah,
like
black IPA.
Yeah, that like those. Yeah, if you can make it like a stout, yeah, I'm down.
It's one of my favorites, actually, that Bull's Bet Brewing does, one of our sponsors, and they're not doing it this year. They cut it out,
and they are now not your sponsor. You canceled them; they didn't cancel you.
Bit.
Don't you hate that? You find the local brewery and you find one that they make, and you're like, oh my god, this is so good.
It's the one that Jim works for.
Yeah, and then they don't.
Jim's getting some hate mail now.
Yeah. He said, guess which one they're not making this year. I'm like,
of course.
Don't say that. Don't even say it. Yeah, of course. They call it Sasquatch spit.
Nice.
Yeah.
As you can see, drinking words scrolling across the bottom down there. Like, share, subscribe. Check us out on all the audio platforms. And remember, because I have been fighting with random people in comments on YouTube videos all week, which has been delightful to me. I am enjoying it. Do remember that we are 3 random guys drinking and talking shit. Okay?
Yeah.
If you take this serious, that's on you. Okay?
Do you see any suits here? Well, not
so
yet,
unprofessional.
Yeah.
So
you can call me unprofessional all you want, and I'm just gonna keep laughing at you. I'm like,
that was great.
Yeah,
I love that.
I'm just some dude in his basement. All right, like I don't know what the fuck you expect from me.
That's
lady.
my favorite part. You're just a dude in your basement, and who the fuck was the person commenting? I guarantee a person in their metaphorical basement. What? Come on. Do people not realize that most podcasts are the comment section just going, you know what, I can do this, and then they did it.
Well, like a couple of them, like
Fair
so there was 3 women. It's funny because they all got mad that I made fun of somebody's name.
That was what strikes.
Out of all the things, like we're talking about somebody being dismembered and a mom and a daughter being killed and put in a cage, and they're mad that I mispronounced and made fun of their last name. That's what offended them. I'm like, fuck, their priorities are jacked, bro. Like, this is great. Yeah, screw it. I'm going full Karen, placing you in citizens Facebook arrest. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Some people on the internet think they have the power to hurt my feelings or make me change how I'm gonna do things.
That's what you should have done. You should have had a complete 180 and just go, you know what, you're right. You've really opened my eyes today. And I've done a retraction, and I'd like you to listen to it and give me your thoughts. And then dropped a link to the Fumbled Penis episode where he talks about it. And it's just the most awful thing you could imagine. Like, what we said was nothing. Like, we really weren't that offensive.
We weren't offensive at all, I didn't think. Like,
well, I mean, there's insensitivity. And we're probably coming across as
apparently you were.
Yeah. Obviously, we were highly offensive.
You were.
No, when I get those comments, that's like the biggest white pill to me. I'm like, oh, because I know these people are not smart, and they're just going to keep commenting back. They're not going to stop. And I can easily cause interaction, and I can turn them into a character. And I'll never change my facial expression. I'll never change my attitude. I'll never change how I'm approaching it. But they're going to change everything they approach, and they're going to become the disrespectful person by the end of it. So it's like, it's a really fun troll at the end of the day. It's like, they call me disrespectful, then I make them act disrespectful. It's fun. It's really easy to do, though.
I just cried as soon as I saw it. It's very unprofessional. I'm like, was she watching the show? Like, come on. Like, I don't.
It was a 10-minute clip. She made it to 5 minutes in where I was like, I like fumbled over somebody's last name. I go, who the fuck has a last name like that? Like, and like for like 5 seconds. And Tony's like, nope, this isn't a real story. That's not a real last name. And then we moved on.
Yeah.
And it was over. That was it. That's what she ended with. She probably clicked off there. The rest of the time we made fun of the Chimos and the creepy old dudes that supposedly did all this shit. And we shit on them the rest of the 5 minutes. And she missed all the good stuff.
From the ball tickler.
Yes, Justin is the ball tickler.
I still liked it. Was that during the post show, or was that towards the end of the actual episode last week? I think it was on the episode.
I think that was on the outros. We were all saying goodnight to everybody. And he's like, all right, ball tickler here.
I'm the ball tickler. Let it be known from henceforth, I am the ball tickler. He was not nearly that eloquent.
So another disclaimer for anybody who comes on the show, and Brendan knows this well. There's a chance by the end of the show you're going to be shit-faced. Whether you're a viewer or a guest. This is a very good possibility.
100% guarantee if you follow the drinking game scrolling at the bottom.
Yes. Which half the time we don't, and we're still fucking trash, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys have a problem as I have 3 drinks in front of me.
Yeah. All right, should we get into our first one?
Let's do it.
No, I mean, I have 3. Oh, story. Yes.
Yeah. Story.
Yeah.
Let's jump over into some Chappelle. Did you guys watch his special?
I have not.
I recommend watching it this weekend. If you have Netflix, get in there, watch it. It's not like over the top great, but it's still pretty good. It's Dave Chappelle. You know what I mean? Like Dave Chappelle's gonna Chappelle. But he kind of went hard in the paint on trans people. Like, but it was great. It was a principled hard in the paint, if you know what I mean. It wasn't just shitting on trans people to shit on trans people. It was for a purpose. So no matter what you think of trans people, like, I'm not going down that goddamn road, but it was objectively funny, and these people don't get it. So there's this big group at Netflix that are threatening to do a walkout next week if they do not pull Dave Chappelle's episode. Now, we saw how this worked in Spotify with Joe Rogan. Netflix, I don't think is gonna bend the knee to employees. They probably just tell them to fuck off. I don't know.
They should.
I saw pictures of some of their employees, and they need to go for a walk.
Are you saying they're fat?
So, okay.
You had your warning at the beginning of the show, folks. All right.
So
either share it or get the fuck out. That's the only two things you can do at this point, because you know where this is going.
Brendan fully endorses the walkout. He's looking out for your health, people.
I am.
Oh my god, that was
Make sure you drink plenty of water, and
Dave Chappelle make 3 more specials, and their BMI will come down about 30.
You know what? Don't be exclusive to Netflix. I mean, I'm sure there's people at Hulu and fucking Philo that need some exercise too. Go offend them too.
They need Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. I love this.
I saw his last special, and he had 2 or 3 trans jokes in there, and I didn't think
the
they
Sticks
were,
and Stones one.
Yeah, I didn't think they were especially awful. I think he was more just like, I'm just gonna stay away from it from now on. I don't know why he changed his mind.
Because he explains a lot of it in this new special.
Oh, does he really?
Okay. Why he changed his mind? Like he had like he does this like whole joke about like the definition of feminism. He's like, well, then yeah, I'm a feminist, and then he talks about TERFs, and then jumps into like all this other shit that's going on, and then some old lady like followed to his car after we was shopping, and she's like, David Chappelle, you're awful to women, and he's like, what the fuck? And then I'm not gonna give all the jokes away to everything there, but like it was a fucking funny ass bit. We'll read through some of the story here, because like this does share some of the jokes. So what did Dave Chappelle say in his Netflix special? Some of the most controversial things Dave Chappelle talks about in his special include trans community. The Atlantic said Chappelle's The Closer blurs the line between victim and bully, and many agree. And that was the point. I'm not going to give away, like, the way he ends it was like, not only did he do a mic drop on the end of it, like he literally mic dropped, but like as soon as I heard the last fucking phrase, I was like, oh shit. And it was great. Like he set that whole show up for that one fucking line, and it was perfect. Not going to give it away, but In the 72-minute special, started out with comments about LGBTQ plus community calling trans women's genitalia not quite what it is. Gender is a fact. Every human being in this room, these are in quotations from Dave Chappelle, so calm down, Susan Wiki and Mark Zuckerberg. In quotations, gender is a fact. Every human being in this room, every human being on Earth had to pass through the legs of a woman to be on Earth. This is a fact, Chappelle later said, also declaring himself Team TERF. Every human being in this room, blah, 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 goes through that. Chappelle continued, now I am not saying that to say that trans women aren't women. I'm just saying that those pussies that they got, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's not pussy, but it's like beyond pussy or impossible pussy.
Like Burger King, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Like it's a hamburger.
That's a great joke. I don't care. It's a great joke.
It's beyond or impossible.
Oh my god!
It's disrespectful. Yeah, it's mean. Yeah, but it's objectively funny.
There's an almond joke here that we're just not seeing yet.
I almost started that today.
I wish you would have.
Almost.
Oh my god. Oh no, you don't want to do that.
No.
True, you really.
It's a whole new rabbit hole. He opened the show with this DaBaby thing. Do you guys know who DaBaby is?
Not a clue.
Should I?
No.
No, I didn't know who he was. I actually had to look this guy up.
Okay.
So he was a rapper. He actually shot and killed a guy in Walmart.
Oh, nice.
And
What a badass!
And then he became like a famous rapper. But then I guess he like tripped on stage. I don't think it talks about it on here, like what he actually did. But like he was at a concert, he tripped on stage, and then made some like transphobic remarks and told some people to go suck a dick or something like that. And like he got canceled by LGBTQ plus.
That's not homophobic.
Well, whatever. I don't know what the fucking context was. I really don't care.
What up, John?
Hold on, John.
Yeah, what up? So he goes through there and he goes, DaBaby shot and killed a man in Walmart, North Carolina. Nothing bad happened to his career. Do you see where I'm going with this? In our country, you can shoot and kill a man, but you better not hurt a gay person's feelings. Like,
that's actually a really great fucking point. Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can kind of see where his whole special goes. It's like just calling out all the bullshit.
It's honesty for the sake of honesty. And you know what? That's the beauty of it, because Dave Chappelle has enough credibility amongst celebrity status. He can get away with saying, I mean, even Dave Chappelle is going to get some backlash, but he can get away with saying it. We can't say shit like that. I mean, YouTube's going to.
I mean, we can, but that's why we only have 7 people watching right now.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we learned our lesson from last year and we're still paying the consequences. Eventually, we'll break through.
Yeah, but I mean, like observational comedy, right? Like you say things that are true, and that makes it funny because everyone knows it's true, right? Like, why are people
That's why they're getting offended, because it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at. They know it's true, and they're angry about it. Okay, that's fine.
That's basically
yeah. I mean, I am gonna watch it eventually, but I just haven't.
It was pretty good. Like I said, it wasn't epic. It wasn't his best special ever. But to watch it to the full end and hear that last statement after you hear all the shit he spews and all the jokes he throws out there, it kind of starts off weak and it just builds and builds and builds and builds, and then at the end he drops that final line and you're just like, oh shit. And now I see why they're trying to cancel him, because they're like, up until the end, I was like, yeah, some of these were kind of insensitive jokes. Yeah, but they're not that bad. And then it come to the end, and he dropped the ultimate hammer, justifiably, that a funny black man can do. Like, he brought it hard.
Yep.
Swung it hard.
I can't wait to see it now.
It was
swinging that big metaphorical dick.
Exactly. It was fantastic. Thank you for the Dave Chappelles of the world. We need more specials so we can bring down the BMI of all these people at Netflix, and Joe Rogan keep doing the same shit too, because we need the BMI of all the people at Spotify.
Okay, so do you like Bill Burr?
Oh, I love Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
Okay, did you see Paper Tiger?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay, so one of his first jokes is he's talking about why Michelle Obama is so famous.
You mean Michael?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
While we're on the topic, no.
We're not even 30 minutes in yet, chicken. Walk lightly.
Lightly? What? So he talks about, he goes, "What have you done?" He's like, "Oh, chapter 1. What does presidential dick taste like?" So, like, I cannot. Okay, that's his joke, not mine. But it's hilarious, right? Like, it's so good. And I was just like, how did he not get shit for this joke? I mean, he's a lefty. Like, so like,
oh yeah, he's hard left.
Oh yeah. So it kind of blew my mind that he went there, but it's such a great joke. But I just expected pushback on that one. But no, nothing.
He gets away with a lot of. That's the beauty. Like his comedy is bluntly honest to the point where I can't believe, the left hasn't canceled him, but he's just left enough that they're like, okay, I don't like how he's saying it, but he's on our side, and I guess he gets a pass. One of my favorite
lefty.
Yeah.
One of my favorite bits of his, he was on Conan O'Brien one time, and he's like, man, everybody, and this was like in 2017, everybody bitching and complaining about, the Republican, the Republicans did it. It's their fault that we lost the election. No, it wasn't. What did you think? All these mountain people came out of the forest and came out of nowhere to come vote. They just came down the hill and vote. No, this is on you. Hillary was such a bitch and nobody wanted to vote for her. Exactly. This is a lefty saying this. Holy shit.
But he's also
true.
He's also a realist, right? Like he's,
yes.
He's not stupid.
Yeah, no, he does, his podcast is just him, and he just talks.
I don't know how he does.
There's not a lot of people that can do that and just nonstop talk and keep it interesting. And he's brilliant.
He's an inspiration.
He is.
Justin says, "Love how Tony's just trying to keep the show going without being taken down." Pretty much.
I like to hit that 30-minute mark so we can at least say, hey, we got you half hour. Now we can take the cuffs off a bit. And if they cancel us now, I get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying I probably shouldn't show up until the half hour mark.
No,
that's or at least not talk about vaccines until then.
Well, that's why you drink Crown and Coke for the first drink. You get that down after a half hour, and then all bets are off.
True.
That's his third one.
It is actually.
Oh no! What did you say? You're anti-ice cream, Brendan? That's not very nice.
Okay. Did you guys watch the show? Howdy. Did you guys watch the Rogan Sanjay Gupta interview? It's only been out for a couple days. Like it's 3 hours long. I watched it.
Only
today.
you have 48 hours in a day somehow. How the fuck do you have time to watch all this shit?
I watch it in 1.5 speed, and I don't actually do any work when I go to work.
That's awesome.
I sit on my computer and type stuff, or pretend to type stuff, and I listen to a podcast like the whole time. Yeah, it's great. I'm really good at it. People think I know what I'm doing.
You've gotten this far.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, it's working. So, I won't try to spoil everything. But yeah, Rogan wiped the floor with Gupta. It was Gupta, short of saying CNN's lying, he said, yeah, that whole horse dewormer thing, we shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that.
Thanks.
So, and Rogan fucking pressed him hard on it. And like everybody on Twitter like posted this 2-minute clip of Rogan press him hard, which that was good. That was probably some of the most entertaining 2 minutes of the whole 3 hours. But like, so depending on how you view this, when you go to watch this podcast of theirs, it's either going to white pill you or black pill you. And I've had both today. I took the black pill first, and then I came out the other side as a white pill, because what happened is I watched this whole thing and I'm like, oh, Sanjay Gupta might be a fairly decent human being, willing to admit that, yeah, people make mistakes. Yeah, I'm a company man. Like, I get it. He's just going to toe the line because, he doesn't want to piss off, the big wigs at CNN. He's got a job to do. Yeah, everybody's replaceable. So like I get it. Like he's gonna toe the line a little bit. But I thought it came off at least the last like hour and a half as he was being very honest. He wasn't telling made up stories. Like things started to flow a little bit better. And I was like, all right, like we'll see. And he kept saying, well, I'm gonna take this back and talk to the people at CNN. I'm gonna look into this story. I'm gonna do this. And like he talked about like and like there was like this false expectation that people were actually going to think things were going to be different when he goes back on CNN. No. And so I actually, for the first time in probably a year and a half, I turned on CNN.
Wow. I'm sorry.
And watched Sanjay Gupta talk to fucking Don Lemon.
Well, that was worth it.
And that was my black pill moment. Fucking coward. He, like, Don Lemon is like, well, Joe Rogan said CNN lied about ivermectin being a horse dewormer, but in fact, it is used on horses to deworm them. So, like, we weren't lying. And Gupta said nothing. He did nothing to, like, go back and say, no, you purposely, like, framed it in a way. Like, he completely just bitched out. He bitched out. I was like, oh my God, this guy, like less than 24 hours after fucking like seeming like a real person. I'm like, no, he's full of shit. But then like it started trending on Twitter and it was more of an argument between the left that just believes everything CNN says. Like, you know who they are. Not all the left. Like, there's rational left out there, but most of the left that's not rational, and then just go, CNN said this, it must be true. Repeat, and like they just keep like they're parrots, and they just keep saying the same shit. And then they all had to change their tone and say, well, it may have been mischaracterized, but it's still a horse dewormer. I'm like, oh, you made them move their position now, though. Like, that was the white pill. Now that's the conversation is, was it mischaracterized or were they lying? Like, maybe he wasn't lying. Maybe mischaracterized. But, like, now that's the conversation. So, yeah, that's kind of funny that Sanjay Gupta caused them, one of their own caused them to move in that position. And that was it. And Gupta was supposed to get on there to sell a book, and he didn't even bring the book. And like Rogan like shit on his publicist. She's like, what kind of fucking publicist do you have? We don't even have your book. We can't even promote your book on here. Like, it was so funny.
Was it a like pop-up book?
And then every time Sanjay would talk about something through there, and this is the most fun part about it because it just randomly pops up. Like Sanjay will say something and be like, oh, like that time CNN lied about me. Like, fucking derail Sanjay's conversation. Sanjay's like, God damn it, why'd I bring this up? Like,
CNN headline
to. Just don't get your
Joe Rogan, not a doctor, gives terrible medical advice, and then the next day it's Bill Gates has some great ideas that you should try out concerning your health.
I mean, let's be serious. Gupta knows who butters his bread, right?
Right.
Yeah, not Joe Rogan.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I think he got to that doorstep where he's not going to admit it, but he admits it. Yeah.
But they had a lot of good conversations though about like just a lot of good information on stories too. It wasn't just shit on CNN or shit on Joe Rogan. It's not about that. And in a lot of it, like there was a lot of good, like Joe talks about a lot of anecdotal stories of like really why he was, not necessarily anti-vax, but like why he personally decided that he's not going to do it. Talks about how he almost did it and then decided not to because the shit changed. And the funny part about it is like the whole show was almost like Joe Rogan's like, well, Sanjay, why don't you just get COVID? Then you're going to be, you're going to have more antibodies. And then Sanjay's like, well, why don't you get vaccinated? Then you're going to be even stronger with your antibodies. And it was like, and that was the joke through the whole thing was like, well, why don't you get COVID? Well, why don't you get vaccine? Like, and they just point at each other. It was kind of fucked up, but it was, I don't know. It was worth listening to for 3 hours. There was a couple of fucking weird spots in there. I think Sanjay lied about some weird story. You'll know what I'm talking about when you hear it. It just sounded completely fucking made up and completely untrue.
Who employs him?
Well, yeah. He's like some AC guy came to his house, which I don't doubt. I just think he probably embellished it that this guy like started asking him questions if he should get vaccinated because his daughter died a week ago and he's still grieving. And his daughter's last words were, "Yeah, you need to get vaccinated." And I'm like, bullshit. Like all of this just is like, no.
One of those stories of like, no, that didn't happen.
Yeah, like it can't happen to every famous left-leaning fucking figurehead. Like every one of them has a story like that to where, oh, I met this guy that said his daughter died and she said you need to get vaccinated. I'm like, oh, bullshit. Like every one of you have the same story with just different people involved. Fuck off. Like,
yeah, it's just more fear mongering. They just want to like, oh,
it's propaganda. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all, fear mongering. They just want to keep it going. They want to keep people getting vaccinated. So they're going to scare you into doing it because they can't try to reason. They can't reason it. So they're just going to try to scare you into it. So,
allegedly.
I didn't read. I didn't get to read that. Of course, Gupta, 10 man says, of course, Gupta would bitch out. Like Socrates said, you can't get someone to understand something when their income relies on them not understanding it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we fact check that? I'm not sure Socrates actually said that. The wording may be a little different.
Why? Because it came from 10 man said it? Is that what you're
Well, I mean, it's not exactly a reputable source. So I just like.
He does support dairy farmers, but loves almonds secretly. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Can't trust those guys. They back to the Rogan there. Rogan actually pulled up the clip that CNN pulled up with what's that? Aaron Berman or whatever. I hate her so much. She's so bad. He had pulled that video clip up of her like saying that he was taking livestock medication. She didn't even say horse dewormer. She just said he's taking livestock medication. And then they pulled up the video of him and then changed, like they put that yellow filter over the top of it and made him look like shit. He made Sanjay sit there and watch that with him. He goes, look at this. This is what your company did. They are lying. They are making shit up. And you wonder why people don't trust you.
Yeah.
They're lying. It was great.
You know what scares me is that like there's still a lot of people that watch that channel.
Yeah.
Not as much as watch Joe Rogan though.
Oh, very true, but still there's a significant amount of people that tune into that network. And
you know who they are when you meet them.
Of course, but they still think it's reliable. Like even though like they lie constantly, allegedly.
No,
that's not even allegedly at this point.
Even alleged at this point.
Yeah, I don't have any qualms with anybody saying CNN is full of shit and embellishes their headlines 100%.
Should have wore my defund CNN shirt tonight.
All the time though. Like I mean, it's just constant. They're like just constant. They're proven wrong constantly, and people still tune in.
What did it expose to me? Like watching the Sanjay thing, watching the Don Lemon thing. So he went on Rogan. Now he's got to pay the piper, and so all of his CNN buddies, they're all interviewing him. Like Aaron, he went on like several shows throughout the day. Like I haven't watched all the clips, but like it showed you that all the people he works with were like, this was unacceptable, and now you have to repent. Yep. And now you have to say the right things to make sure you know what team you're supposed to be on. Like it was creepy to watch, and maybe to me that was kind of another white pill. Though, like, oh my god, they are in a cult. This is fucking crazy that they're gonna like take somebody who's been on TV since before I was fucking born, and been a very trusted doctor. Even through COVID, he hasn't been like Sanjay Gupta hasn't been the guy that just says like terrible shit and just says everything that everybody tells him to say. Like he just doesn't say the things they don't want him to. Like he just like stops there. Yeah. So like I don't think he's been the most dishonest person in through this whole goddamn thing when it's all fell fucking completely off the cliff.
Yeah, if you don't say something, I mean, are you?
Yeah, you're just as liable sometimes. Yeah, depending on what it is. But like when you saw him have to do this today and go through all these channels, it just like proved to me that none of this is real. And well, none of the CNN, like what CNN does, it's all performative. And they just all had to go, well, you did something naughty, time to pay the piper. And they like, and then you know what weird lefties do? They just like talk down to you and make you kind of feel bad that even though you didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, that's kind of what they did to him all day. So it was creepy. It was weird. I don't know why anybody wants to be a part of that cult, but whatever.
It's I liken it very, very much to like the world of professional wrestling. Like if you look at like CNN over the years, over the decades, what it was at one time, an actual credible news source reporting the news, and it's evolved into this op-ed 24/7 quote unquote news where they embellish the headline and leave out specific details and make up others to push a narrative. It evolved into something completely different. Like if you turn on an episode of Monday Night Raw right now in 2021, it's not the same thing it was in 1997 where all things were just bring it on in, whatever will get ratings, baby. We don't care. Push the bar, push the bar, push the bar. Now it's run by a guy who's going senile, still the same guy, he's just going senile now. But you watch those people on that show, you know it's a performance piece, but it's so dejected from reality because they're talking in a way that people don't actually talk to each other. Like you're not allowed to say certain words, and that's the comparison I'm making here. Is like on Monday Night Raw, you can't say hospital, you have to say medical facility. You can't say championship belt. You have to say a title opportunity. Like they interact a way that people don't actually interact, and that's what CNN does. The way they report the news is they leave out details
so far away,
but they do it in a way that you know they're leaving out details, but you feel good about it because you feel like they're doing the Lord's work or something. You're right. It is very cult-like.
Well, they're
very separated from the
marching
real
orders in the morning.
Yeah.
Have a meeting. There was a couple of I don't know if it was Project Veritas or whatever, but you know, a couple of guys, producers and stuff like that, were like caught in the bar talking about how they pretty much they have a call with the Democrat Party every morning and pretty much get their marching orders as far as what they're going to say. And every single show sticks to the same line. Is like what you're saying, Tony. Instead of hospital, it's medical facility, right? Like, but every single show, that's all they repeat it constantly, like drill it into your head. So by the time you're done watching the news for
horse dewormer,
you're
horse
like
dewormer,
horse dewormer. By the end of the day, so
it's that, and I think that's where I landed with it. Like it just the last since that Sanjay Gupta thing, it like proved to me that like these aren't real people. They are not real people.
So brave.
Even if you meet them in real life, they are so like even Sanjay Gupta when Joe Rogan's like, yeah, I'm pretty left leaning. I'm a lefty. And he goes, what? I thought you were a libertarian. And he goes, people think that because I like guns, but otherwise, like I'm for Medicare for all. I'm for UBI. I'm for all of these lefty possibilities or policies. And like Sanjay was like, huh, like to not know that. At that point, and Sanjay's like, oh yeah, I listen to your show all the time. I'm like, how do you fucking listen to this guy's show all the time and not know these things about him?
I don't think Joe actually. I don't think Joe realizes he no longer classifies as a lefty. Like he does not meet the criteria. I don't think he understands.
A whole bunch of people are like, why I left the left. I'm like, the left left you, bro. Like,
Well, how are we doing there, gentlemen, this evening? Folks at home, do not worry. Your life of tumult and chaos without your king of extreme has come to a conclusion. I am here to entertain all the massive, huge fan base of Big Bucket Empire, KOE Nation, the biggest brained, most beautiful fan base. And you are here on a show with some of the most big brain, amazing intellect, most handsome men to ever live. And let's be frank, the biggest penises in podcasting. There's getting bar none. Yes, send those stars in, folks. This is your chance to shut Phil up. This is your chance. You've never had that chance. And oh, yes. Well, the harvest calls. Now, Chicken, bring it in. Bring it in here. I need full screen for this one.
Oh, God.
Because what am I drinking tonight? Well, I heard an implication of something rather devious. That
He's drinking horse dewormer.
Oh, even better. Half and half, bitch.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, don't.
Yeah. This is for folks. It is and essential that you have the most beautiful dairy, the most amazing dairy. So half and half, bitch. Fuck this shit. Who dares wins?
Oh, you.
Oh God.
Oh,
Woo! Yeah, got milk. The real stuff.
Can
So
I?
that
Can I?
is what I'm drinking tonight, folks. So if you want to find a way to shut Phil up, you're gonna have to give how many stars, chicken?
100 a minute. So,
all right, folks. Let's be
I was
frank.
gonna suggest this. Lynn makes a good point.
Russian at least. Yeah, I agree.
I was gonna say, Phil, you've still got, I think, like half a bottle of my homemade Kahlua. Take that half with the half and half, and just a splash of vodka. I promise you, it'll be the best White Russian you've ever had.
You
That's
know,
homemade
Tony,
Kahlua.
after
It's
just
delicious.
drinking that liquid butter, I think my stomach's gonna need to settle for a little bit before I put the
Yeah,
alcohol.
I wouldn't
on
drink
top of that.
quite yet.
So
You know
I'm
what?
having
You
a
know what
peach
wouldn't
juice otherwise
upset
to
your
keep my stomach
stomach?
voice and fetch.
Almond milk.
Almond milk would not upset your
Oh,
stomach.
well, no, I know that adding alcohol on top of, either one of them is probably not great. So, folks, now there we go. Half
Phil-
and half for you beautiful people. Now, if you want to shut my face up, you're going to have to donate. But also, guys, we've seen something amazing. Tonight was the night where Tony, Chicken, and Brandon all simultaneously announced their Twitch panel forever retirement. There's like, nope, we're never going on any other Twitch panels ever again. Just not going to happen. We're just
had a good run of zero, so I felt like it was
yeah.
time.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys are real worried about it, but I thought you might want to know that yes, folks, they talked about
what I
Dave
was talking
Chappelle's
about
bits, and then they got into Joe Rogan. Whew,
yeah, when I was talking about, yeah.
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 Oh, I was listening. I was thinking, well, let's see if this is still broadcasting when I get there. So, and yes, folks, let's go, Brandon. This is why
Cheers.
you need to be here live, so you can see all the fucking crazy tumult and chaos. And yes, like that brilliant philosopher king earlier, Tantui 10 Man said that when talking about your Rogan topic, yes, you cannot get somebody to understand something when their pay and their daily bread relies on them not understanding it. It's just not going to happen. So you got Sanjay Gupta just like, oh God, if I say the wrong thing, it's going to cost me a lot of money. And so that's...
Oh, I think he understands it. He's just not going to admit it. He's not going to say it, right? Like,
He's not a real person.
Yeah, he gets it. He ain't stupid. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to talk about with this Rogan thing?
I do.
It's
I have
hilarious.
noticed, I guess, when it comes to like the guests are, I don't want to say getting better, but it's probably getting more controversial than what like Spotify initially wanted when there was a big controversy about.
What are you talking about? He
episode.
started off with fucking Alex Jones, like.
Well, yeah, and it immediately caused a big ruckus. So yeah, but I think it's the reins have been loosened a bit, and I don't know. I feel like that was a lot just because of the
They deleted
lockdowns.
30 of his episodes. They didn't bring the whole catalog over.
Yeah, no, immediately. Yeah, it was at least 30. And yeah, it was like the Alex Jones and a bunch of super righties. And of course, people were like freaking out about it.
Stefan Molyneux. Like, he's just like, so
and a couple of Spotify employees want to do more.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure they want to do half of them. So hopefully this is at least Rogan like going, okay. Because if this was just Rogan still bending the knee from when he first joined Spotify, he would not have pressed Gupta like this. He would not have pushed the bar and made him fumble all over himself and shit on CNN the way he did.
I think he was. I think he was pissed that CNN did what they did to him.
He should be.
Oh yeah, yeah. And if I had the chance to kind of face my accuser, I would.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And he was being
court time.
Fucking nice. Oh
yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine? Talking to the person that called you guys unprofessional for your broadcast. I mean,
I can. I want her on. I want her to come on. Lori Gross is her name.
Get her on.
Allegedly.
At her.
It's Gross, actually. Gross.
Yeah. I was trying to be nice with her name.
Shots fired.
I was trying to be professional.
Allegedly. Folks. Like, really enjoy this final episode of the Dog and Chicken Show. It's been a great run.
We've had
It's,
like
you know,
50 final episodes by now, though.
you know, I'd
feels
say
like a
there's
lot.
like 6 of them that I thought were like, hey, this one might do it, but not. We found a way. We pushed
There's
through.
some nights where Phil's like, I might jump on when I get home from the farm, and then like me and Tony and Brendan are on here, or whoever else is on, and like 40 minutes in, we know Phil's at home, but Phil's like, I ain't fucking joining this shit show.
Not touching
I
that.
ain't touching this one with a 40-foot pole. It's like I remember a couple of times I was on Tom Foolery show when they were talking about really controversial stuff. I just do this.
Just like get off camera.
Like, can't cancel me if I'm not on the screen. So
That's probably a good segue. Let's check in on Tom. I'm sure he's streaming tonight.
oh god,
Tom, what's going
What
over at Tom
action-packed?
Foolery? Wow.
He's been sleeping since episode 80. This is crazy.
I know. I feel like he should get
Somebody should check
kick
on
him.
this guy.
Kick
Tom?
him. Tom, wake
Tom?
up.
Tom.
That's
Hey
right.
Tom,
Try to wake
Tom,
him up.
we brought east to west and we brought north to
Yeah.
south. Did that wake him up?
Get that,
Oh,
get that crazy lady off the screen. That was creepy.
ew.
I brought back
God.
flashbacks. Jesus.
Did.
Ugh.
Should we talk Brian Laundrie updates?
There's no updates with him unless I missed one. It's all
It's just dog.
I was about to say,
Dog.
no
Well,
more.
dog.
I'm the
Based on the
dog.
thumbnail, so now we have to talk about it. So
yes.
I do have a story updating. All right. If you guys don't know, yes, I'm gonna fuck up this girl's name, and people might get mad in the comments, and I don't care.
It's Gabby
And I actually-
Petito.
No, it's not. It's Van Girl. So
God.
Van Girl's dead, and we're looking for her boyfriend / fiance, who's either 32 or 23.
23.
Doug the Bounty Hunter has been looking for Monster Energy drink cans and campfire sites in Florida. Because
Don't shit on him for recycling.
this is literally what this story is. I like.
Briggs Monster, just Brian.
If you guys don't know, I shit on this story from fucking day one, and I'm gonna shit on it until it's over. Until Dog the Bounty, if Dog the Bounty Hunter fucking catches this guy, Tony, I will apologize to you personally.
No, you
I'll
won't.
buy you a nice bottle and say I'm sorry. That was actually a really cool ending to a shitty story.
Well, it's
Dog.
not like it's gonna get better. It's not like it was ever gonna get better.
I know.
There's some new hooks and there's some new like segues, but no, it was never gonna be good. But it captivated people.
I was
And
about to say, what this really is like some washed up celebrity should really study this, because Dog the Bounty Hunter, like, he knows how to put himself in front of everything and make himself the story, which is Heather's. I'll let you take this one.
So Heather says there has to be more to the story because Dog would not give up because of an injury. It's not like he was hiking. The words look. So we'll go through this story and see what it says. So it's Dog the Bounty Hunter stops Brian Laundrie's sister's home as search continues. So there was multiple stories of one, Dog wasn't allowed to because of prior charges. He wouldn't be allowed to woods is what Heather meant.
Yeah.
So he was being forced out of the search or whatever, and then there was reports that he may have injured his ankle. But even though all these reports he's not looking, Dog the Bounty Hunter, as of 5:02 today, the story came out. He is still on the search. He stopped at Brian Laundrie's sister's home as search continues. So Tony, there's still fucking hope, brother.
Big bad dog.
big dog. Big
So,
big dog.
like, I will be honest with you guys. That is one of those things where I like. Yes, if Dog the Bounty Hunter does actually manage to find a way to capture Brian Laundrie, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it on the show. I'll have probably fainted. Maybe like, I don't know what that, like, I will be so shocked that I will probably have a minor medical episode if Dog the Bounty Hunter somehow manages to capture Brian Laundrie. Like, now I'm
amazing.
putting that likelihood at about 0.001%. The likelihood of it being, a police officer.
Did Tony just have
Is
one
the
bourbon,
rest of
one
them?
scotch, one beer?
I think
I just
so.
finished my bourbon. I'm about to finish a scotch.
Yeah.
One bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
Anyway,
Well,
can
I
stick-
ain't seen Brian
Okay.
since he went to Wyoming. Then Casey. Back to Florida.
should I keep reading the story, or Brendan, did you have something?
Oh, I just so I used to watch Dog the Bounty Hunter quite a bit.
Who
I'm
didn't?
gonna say,
I would say most of us did.
yeah, that guy's got like shit luck, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes like, so it would not surprise me if he were like going into like a store and he'd be like, "Hey, that's Brian." Like,
No. You know.
you just like you
Hold on.
going to get some toilet paper or something.
Yeah. Ran into
problem with
Walmart,
it-
get some wrap for his ankle, and there's Brian. What the fuck?
The problem with it is every bald guy with a goatee in America kind of looks
Yeah.
like Brian.
Yeah.
And I can see
Yeah.
Dog going, I know that's fucking him. And he like tackles a guy through some fucking shelf at a convenience store, ends up being some innocent fucking dude. And,
Come on, Laundrie. Go with Christ. Come on, bro.
I believe in second chances. Go ahead.
I like how Dog also shows what generation he's from by doing the Hulk Hogan where everyone is brother.
Brother.
Let me tell you something, brother.
You don't need to
like,
be doing
I
this,
think even
brother.
his wife Beth and like his daughters, like, well, it's like kind of like Hulk Hogan. If Hulk Hogan misgenders you, I think you just kind of let it go, because I think he refers to even his own mother and his own daughter as, let me tell you something, brother. Like, just everybody's brother, the Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan. So
I don't-
if
I
it
guess
calls,
Sound right if he said,
I
"Let me
guess-
tell you something, mother."
I guess you
Yeah.
didn't hear Phil. Beth is dead.
well, yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
So
Like
I-
Francine.
And at her funeral, he dropped some flowers and said, I'm gonna miss you, brother.
We are not
I'm gonna miss you,
professional.
brother,
We're so
sister.
disrespectful.
yeah. Oh God.
I couldn't
But yeah,
read this, sorry.
I remember watching. The show when Beth was starting to get sick, and it was like, oh man,
Yeah.
this is rough.
Awful.
Yeah, and
then-
so
So
go
what
ahead.
was the reasoning
All right.
behind his daughter getting pissed off? Did he remarry or something?
Yeah, and they didn't go to the wedding.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
she's
There's a
pissed
whole
off.
spat going on.
Now, curious, the wedding they didn't go to, is that
Aren't they
marriage
doing the
still
Aussie
together?
thing right now? Didn't Aussie's kids do the same thing? Like where they rebelled when they turned teenagers, and of course Sharon didn't pass away, but like are they replaying the Osbournes?
No, they legitimately think their father's gone off the deep end.
Well, he does have side boob right now.
What? I don't believe you. Ozzy
Look at his
Osbourne going off the deep end? That has
No,
never
no.
happened before.
No, dog. They think no.
Oh.
Dog.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
again, that's another shocker.
Oh,
Actually, read the
yeah.
article.
Yeah, he did
about
say some.
that.
Yeah, he did say.
he did.
Now that was years ago, and he.
Oopsie.
Yeah, he had his oopsie, and then he, like Bill Burr said, he had the apology podium come out, and he did the I apologize, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, and yeah, I don't know how that all
I don't
worked
think he ever
out.
fully
but
recovered from that.
yeah, like yeah, this
Definitely
is
not
my
financially.
this might be the most relevant he's been since that.
Yeah.
All right, let me read through the story so we can move on to the next one. Damn it.
Yes.
We're dragging on Dog the Bounty Hunter of all fucking stories tonight. Like we can't
The
get off of
Dragon
this one.
D's
Bad
nuts.
dad.
Yeah. So Dog the Bounty Hunter may have injured his ankle, but his search for Brian Laundrie is not over. In fact, despite earlier reports that he had returned home after his injury, Dog, whose real name is Dwayne Chapman, was spotted back in Florida on Wednesday just before 7:30 p.m. He was filmed arriving at the home of Laundrie's sister, Cassie, in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. The reality star knocked on the front door of the house, but no one answered, just like on every show. Like after several attempts to reach someone inside, Dog went back to his car. When asked by a person recording the video if he thinks Laundrie's sister knows where Brian is, or is she admitting dog responded, absolutely. He also said that the ankle was feeling a lot better since it was reported he injured it while he was searching for Laundrie earlier this week. Laundrie, 23 or 32, depending on what news story you read, has been missing September 17th, shortly after he returned home from cross-country trip, where we all know he killed Van Girl, or allegedly killed Van Girl, who was found in Wyoming. On Tuesday, coroner said she died of strangulation. Oh, did you see some of the tweets about that?
I'm sure they were all very sensitive and full of empathy.
Yeah.
Let's say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I think I shared one really, really bad one with you guys. We'll leave it off the show because it's
yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, that one's probably a cancel.
That's almost a guaranteed strike right there.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that kind of gets me is like, okay, there's the sister. Now, like,
hold on.
Okay, Mel
Gibson comeback. Just saying.
Huh.
Like Jesus Christ himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, now back to the sister. It's like whenever you do a whenever you do any kind of investigation, you have to hold two opposite abstracts in your mind at the same time. If the evidence points here, this person is guilty. If the evidence points here, this person is innocent. You have to be able to hold those two abstracts in your mind at the same time. Now, I'm keeping both in mind in regards to the sister. She could know exactly where he is. She could also have no fucking clue, okay? Because the guy's on the run and he knows don't tell anybody anything because it's just going to make it worse for them. Now, could you imagine if she doesn't know? Dog the fucking bounty hunter is knocking on my front fucking door. Thanks, Brian, you fucking asshole. What the fuck? Like,
that's a good perspective.
Jesus. Like, yeah, can you imagine that? Like, yeah, a fucking reality show star that hasn't been relevant in 9 fucking years is now knocking on my front door. Like, I know it. I know you know. Tell me what's going on. Like, yelling at
Where's your brother?
Can you imagine if her big black husband came out the front door?
Oh.
Hello? What the fuck is that?
Sorry about that, sir. You have a nice day.
Yep, sorry.
How you doing, brother?
You're like, I'm not going down that road again.
I said some really bad stuff a while ago, so I'm just leaving. So, but yeah, that's got to be just the weirdest fucking thing. And also, like, and if she does know, that's really fucked up that he would put her in that kind of position, because now she has to decide between loyalty to her brother or doing what she knows is right, and that's fucked up.
He's talking out of his ass. If he doesn't.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We have 200 stars that just came in to mute Phil
Whoa.
for 2 minutes.
Oh,
So start. Any last words, Phil?
Your booze mean.
And it starts now. Yes, this is fun. This is worth it. So I got the timer started on my watch here. I'll be watching in time in the 2 minutes, and we can imagine.
Tony,
does anybody want to lip sync with Phil?
Milk.
All right. Yeah.
Almond milk is amazing.
It makes the best.
Yeah,
White Russian.
almond milk.
Actually, I'd really like Phil's input. Honestly, almond milk tastes amazing. It's the best dairy product that there is. And if you agree with me, don't say anything, Phil. There you have it.
Boo dairy. Boo
100%.
cow's milk.
He's like, yeah, I'm down.
I'm your
with
interpreter.
almond milk. I'm down with it, dog.
This is fantastic. This is fantastic.
Dog.
So back to a dog.
Still louder than this.
I really
I know he's still really loud somehow.
There's absolutely no way that he knows that the sister knows. There's no way.
No.
I don't like he's just talking shit, and he really does. By saying that, just because the media is the media, it puts her in a bad spot.
Yeah, it does. I did love Phil's thought on there though. Like I thought about this from the get-go when they were like shitting on the dad of like, why aren't you helping search? I'm like, why would he? Like, he's not a fucking trained cop or professional to like fucking hunt people down. Like, why in the fuck is the dad like obligated to go chase this kid down? You know, the dad was just like, fuck it, I'll go look for him. fucking whatever. I'll take a week off from work. This is what you want me to do. My kid's a piece of shit. What do you expect from me? Like, you got some pug life going on there.
Yep, that's a drink.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, what is he gonna do?
If you raised a piece of shit kid, yeah, and then the media's like hounding you.
The parents are 100% accomplices at this point. They have helped him escape. They've led people in the wrong direction during the search. They've given false information. They've aided in the bed. Like, they will 100% be an accomplice too. If he is in fact eventually convicted of murder, they will. They
Ever think that you could ever silence the king of extreme, you no good rotten bastards? Because yes, your boos mean nothing to me. I've seen what makes you cheer, and that rotten rapscallion ne'er-do-well Tony G talking about how I enjoy almond milk. Ugh, let me tell you that. Oh, is my mic back on?
Oh, sorry.
All right. So yes, folks, as you can see, I was so loud, I'm sure you could actually pick up what I was saying through Tony's mic the next town over.
Yank says he's got 1,300 more. That's 13 minutes.
Oh, man.
Yank, you don't have the balls. You ain't got the cojones. You ain't got the guts. You ain't got the machismo to try and get the king of extreme muted, sir. You wouldn't dare. There's no way other than those stars to shut this mouth up. Now, folks, you're not just going to let Justin do this, folks. How are you going to just all sit back and let Justin have all the fun when you have a chance to shut this face up, folks? How can you pass that up? But yeah, Justin, I know you ain't got the guts. You rapscallion ne'er-do-well. You ain't got it within you. There's no way you can. You can't silence the king of extreme. That felt good.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
We did have a cameo here.
Let's go, Brandon Corblick.
Well, I was going to say, on that note, don't we have any Snapple facts from Mr. Corblick tonight? Come on.
Yeah, Corblick, we need Snapple facts.
Get on it, man.
I know they're coming.
Gracious.
They have to be. So yeah, I think at this point,
I don't. Catsup are the same.
There hasn't been any new update. When the report came in of the strangulation being the result of the coroner's findings, who was shocked? Raise your hand. Yeah, none of us. And I'm not going to say it on air, but I'm pretty sure we all had the same fucking thought when that announcement came.
The Bill Burr bit? Oh,
No,
I don't know what happened. It's just, it's like, no, she told me to. No, I swear to God.
We all know. We're all thinking the same thing. I said it. Phil agreed. And yeah, the memes have flowed in. And yeah, everybody kind of thinks the same thing. And whether or not that's true, it doesn't matter. It would explain why he's fucking running, though, wouldn't it?
No. Yeah. Should we talk Demi Lovato? Because this one's fun.
Yeah, let's talk fun stuff. Because this is so
this is so stupid, Tony.
So
I'm gonna let you read this.
Funny. Like, she has been awful. Like, she's been awful for so long. But goddamn, it's entertaining as fuck. I gotta give her this. She is. What is her pronoun now? What?
I didn't.
It's changed a couple of times in the last few months, hasn't it?
I don't want to be insensitive or unprofessional, so if one of our fact checkers.
Now's the part where we're gonna stop being professional.
Thank you, Heather.
I was about to say, banish the thought.
Yeah. Lynn says that she is a she
again.
Okay, well, we'll go with that.
Until she's not.
Our fact checker Lynn here.
Wait a minute. Before we start this, our resident Snapple fact guy just dropped a bombshell of a Snapple fact on us. Half of Snapple's quote unquote real facts are actually fake.
Whoa.
Bro, you just blew our collective mind.
I was about to say, why just ruin all of our 90s? The 90s were ruined
I'm
for all
gonna
of us
buy like that much less Snapple.
Brendan's just like, can't take it.
When was the last time anybody bought a Snapple?
Who fucking buys Snapple? Does anybody buy Snapple?
I don't even think I've seen
it. If they
Snapple.
don't have my brand of tea, I'll buy a Snapple.
I don't know. Even then, I'll just get water. Snapple's not tea. Sorry, fuck you.
No,
Snapple's
it's
not
no.
tea.
Who the fuck?
No,
thought
I
Snapple
will
was
agree
tea?
with that. Just like how almond milk isn't really milk, Snapple is not tea. I totally agree with that.
Okay, that's a different argument.
Okay,
No,
here
no,
we go.
totally
He
the
says-
same thing. Completely
It's
parallel.
okay. It's okay. He's coming back at it. Q is the only letter in the alphabet not in any of the states' names.
Ooh.
Fascinating.
Mm.
Wow.
What about Louise Q-Anna? Oh, shit.
Just wait until
Donna,
wait for the
David
peaceful
State.
divorce. You know there's going to be a state called Q.
Mostly,
Just to be a dick.
Oh, man.
mostly
That's-
peaceful divorce.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every
Tony, you want to
divorce
read
is
this one or should
completely
I?
Peaceful.
Yeah. Pop it up. I'll read it. What you got here?
All right.
Who's this coming from? Who's this coming
This
from?
is from 17.com.
Okay, can you zoom in on the text a little bit, please?
Very
It's a little
reliable
blurry.
journalism here from this teen magazine.
So we're assuming, I'm sorry, we hate to assume, but we're going with the pronoun she. We think it's back to she. Demi Lovato has taken their oh God, it is there. It's still there. Here it is, right in the first sentence. Demi Lovato
Oh, she's
has
a they,
taken
them.
their fascination with space and extraterrestrial life
Plural?
to the TV screens as they make discoveries on their Peacock docuseries Unidentified with Demi Lovato. On the show, Demi, their sister Dallas, and their best friend Matthew Scott Montgomery, bet he's awesome with 4 fucking names, hit the road to embark on a UFO investigation and discover fascinating theories about extraterrestrial life. In a recent interview with the Australian outlet Pedestrian TV to promote their show, Demi opened up about their
Can we
experience
stop? Can we pause?
being a believer during their investigation.
This their pronoun thing, does this not fuck with the story? Like it logically is not making sense to me because I'm like, who's they?
Yeah, are we talking about more than one person?
Like, who are we talking about right now?
Like, I do think it is fair
Demi
to point
Lovato.
out that there's confusion when you're using a plural possessive as your
Yes.
pronoun. I think that
this is
is
basic
going,
grammar.
and it's one of my biggest complaints with kind of this new era of language shifting is the point of language and the purpose of language is to simplify ideas and concepts that we can move between each other. And this is not a simplification. This is a complication.
God damn it,
And-
yanked up. Yes.
Ugh.
10,000 stars unbans Amanda.
Oh,
I just
wow.
But
wanna
only
say this.
1,000 rebans her.
I just want to say
Damn.
this about Demi
Chicken,
Lovato's.
brutal.
Demi Lovato is brave, courageous, and an inspiration to be this upfront and forward with the fact that she's clearly schizophrenic, using the pronouns them, they, their. Like that's an inspiration to me. I think that's amazing that she's upfront about it.
Tony, I salute you on your final run on the internet.
Yeah.
But no, I think like this is one of those instances where if people did want to make some new word that didn't like it was a singular word, but it also said you're not quite sure where you are on the gender spectrum, that would probably be a lot more. It would be a lot more utility. It'd have a lot more utility than the they, them, their. I'm just going to go ahead and say, but that's just one way you could look at it. So to me, it's just like it goes the opposite direction of the purpose of language, which is to simplify concepts so we can pass them amongst each other.
I just
It doesn't
imagine
even make
back
sense.
to
It just doesn't make sense.
no. It doesn't make like that's what I mean. I'm
HEIR is
imagining back to like middle school English class and my fucking teacher.
If
just,
you
like, losing her
referred,
mind.
let's go back to that. If you referred to somebody instead of he or him or she or her, and you use their or they or them instead, you would have got probably detention. You probably would have eventually
You
got
fail.
Yeah, you would have failed.
because it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, you know,
It does
like
now.
yeah, we would have failed our high school English classes using that
Yeah.
language. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, that is quite the revelation. I'm just processing that now that even English classes are changing.
But Demi
Wow.
Lovato's brave, and they are an inspiration. So where were we?
Go ahead.
Yeah, interview with Australian, whatever. Anyway,
I
this
think
is
you
a
were at.
quote
I
from-
think if they were, yeah.
Heather has a comment. She says, if I'm getting your pronouns correct, forgive me if I'm not, Heather. I think if my kid came to me and said, I want to be identified as they now, I would smack them in the head and say, go read a book. Thank you.
In a video game. In a video game.
In a video
Yes.
game. Yes. In a
Yes.
video game, of course.
Yes,
You
I
can do anything in a video
100%
game.
agree.
I'd rather tickle balls than have her unbanned, but I do like the silence of silence.
Oh, you rotten bastard. Ooh, 2 yanked up? Ah, really?
All right, let's get back to Demi and
he
Faye.
sent another 200. That's another 2 minutes.
Oh, you
man.
Your cheers mean nothing.
Phil.
I've seen what your boos mean nothing. I see what makes you cheer.
There we go.
All right, so almond cream cheese. Have you tried it?
God, that sounds amazing. That sounds delectable.
There's so many flavors. They have plain, chai,
For
everything.
those that don't know Phil, he really loves almond milk.
He loves it. Loves it. Yeah, I sent him all the cream cheese to try it. He's just in love with it. Yeah, he says, I can't get enough of this, Brendan.
He told me he spread that on a non-grain cracker, and it was just to die for.
Oh my god.
Almond crackers.
Almond crackers?
Almond crackers.
Holy shit.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
With almond butter?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just making almond crackers, almond butter dipped in almond milk. Fuck.
Have you had
My God, Phil, why haven't you told us about this magnificent dessert?
a little bit of almond pepperoni?
Oh,
yeah.
Is that impossible meat? Because we all know impossible meat is
definitely an
basically
impossible
the best
pussy.
meat.
Oh, and Lynn did bring up a good point. I heard he admired Bernie Sanders. Yes, Phil is a big Bernie Sanders fan.
Bernie bro to the max.
Oh, yeah.
He's like Dog the Bounty Hunter. He's like, yep, call me brother because I'm a Bernie brother.
It's right. It's right next to his Biden-Harris sticker.
Well,
Bernie
no,
bro.
he had a custom one made to add Bernie
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Hashtag Bernie
You know,
bro.
Phil's boxers are nothing but faces of Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders and Kamala Harris, just plastered all over.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Oh, man.
No, that's what his socks say. His socks say, "Come on, man."
That's a double entendre for those of you watching.
Man.
Fill the burn.
Feel the burn. Yes, indeed.
Lies, lies, and the lying liars who lied them all. Communist propaganda, folks. My God, this is you never heard so much fake news than the 2 minutes that you were deprived of Phil KOE's views, folks. This was a tragedy, a travesty. The fact that you went without the King of Extreme for 2 more minutes and these lies being maligned against me. But folks, that's when you know you've made it somewhere in life, when lies start getting maligned against you. So, it's just another badge of honor that the King of Extreme wears for you. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Oh my God, Yank, you just gave me a great idea.
Oh, I can only imagine. So,
wow. All right. Let's get back to they.
Oh yeah. Let's go back to their story.
Yeah.
This is
okay. So the quote that they gave to the Australian goes as follows: I think that if there were beings that could harm us, we would have been gone a long time ago. They told pedestrian. I also think that if they are civilizations that are consciousness in other dimensions, which has given them technology to be able to travel through space, I think that they're looking for nothing but peaceful encounters and interactions, because I said, if they wanted us gone, we would have been gone a long time ago. They also questioned why ETs would want to take over Earth.
Did
if
she
we're
just misgender them as an ET?
I think she did. I think they did. If we're running it into the ground, I mean, points
There
were made.
offends me.
Very well. I'm actually pretty offended just reading this.
I'm offended by their statement.
Demi also explained that using the term alien to describe extraterrestrial life is harmful and offensive. I think that like we have to stop calling them aliens because like aliens, it's a derogatory term for anything. Demi said. That's why I like to call them ETs. So yeah, that's a little tidbit, a little information that I learned.
That is like peak Karen, because Karens get offended on someone else's behalf that's not even there to be offended. And where are all the extraterrestrials to be? I am offended by this. How could this be? Like, I mean, you want to talk about getting offended on someone else's behalf that's not even there to get offended by. Like, this one might take the cake. The only one that I think might be more so is if somebody comes up with like how ghosts, calling people ghosts is like timist or something like that. Like, I think that's the only way you could top this.
That's awesome.
You know what? Personally, I've
give that time. That'll be a thing in 3 years.
Of ghosts, and you know, not one of them yet has told me that they don't like to be identified as a ghost. Like, I've had a couple that say they prefer spirit, but like it didn't trigger any of them.
I had one that said they preferred phantasm. It was very specific.
I mean, that's a select.
I just call everything an orb.
You know, yeah, there's a lot of.
Oh God, don't get me fucking started. I just went back.
Hold on, before we get into that, I love this fan tweet. Man, I love Demi Lovato, but first with the yogurt, and now with this whole aliens thing. What is happening? You got the old man from Squid Games. If you haven't watched Squid Games, it's hard to watch. I get it. It's in a different language. You can put on English subtitles and watch it. It's actually a pretty fucking fun show to watch. It's really fucked up, but that's what all the memes are today. You want to get up to with meme culture, you got to watch that shit on Netflix. But yeah, that's literally like how that's not how I felt about Demi Lovato. I always thought she was kind of a crazy bitch, but
I didn't really care about yogurt. I more cared about
the
like,
yogurt thing
heroin.
was weird. I'm trying to remember what she said about yogurt. I don't remember if yogurt was like a transphobic or something. There's something stupid about yogurt. I don't fucking remember. Nobody cared.
I still took more offense
yogurt.
To heroin.
May Schwartz be with you.
Oh, you were more offended that she was like heating up a spoon?
I mean, we can't prove that she was heating up a spoon. Maybe it came preheated. Allegedly. You don't know that.
Yeah, maybe it was just pre-boiling.
I was about to say she was before she had to heat every spoon of soup individually, guys.
Almond yogurt. Oh fuck you!
Ew! Yes. Disgusting. My God, when you could have just regular God's honest dairy milk, and you'll have strong bones, you'll have beautiful, beautiful, soft, even skin. And like an article that we had the other day, all the hot girls are drinking milk now. So, I mean, you want to be amongst the hot people and the beautiful people, don't you? So, of course.
What is this a real picture of her, like from the show?
For those just listening, another picture of a tweet. It's got Demi Lovato with some headband on with her eyes closed. Kind of looks weird.
Oh, damn it. I just figured it out.
Keep that up.
I just figured it out, guys.
That's a dude.
Well, it says, I really did enjoy Kim on SNL, but now I'm watching Demi Lovato's Alien Show, and it's way funnier.
Hang on. I just want to... I'm sorry. I hate to do this, but I've got to...
Just trying to make sure we know we have an audio platform too. So like,
okay, so like the picture that's on the screen is like Demi Lovato with a blue filter, and she's got like this headband on, and her eyes are closed. I think she's trying to communicate with the aliens, and it's making me think of this.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Wow. Well, guys, that's what I just realized.
Is
the reason that she's going all this, we need to be more sensitive to extraterrestrials. Give it about 6 to 18 months. She's going to say, I am an extraterrestrial, and you need to appease me, and you need to use my proper extraterrestrial pronouns. And Tony, Chris Statlander already beat her to the gimmick.
You need to send Phil like 100 stars for being awesome on that one, right there.
Like, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. It's going to happen.
That blue filter picture, I agree with you. She did look like Chris Farley. From Conehead.
Oh my God, people! Now, folks, how do we get this show back on track so that our broadcasting isn't done out of a van down by the river?
Am I wrong?
No, actually, yeah, that
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Mm.
Phil, Yang sent you
It's
100
heroin?
stars just for being awesome on that.
When she
comment.
gets, oh, you're gonna be Lynn when she gets canceled by the aliens for being in Blueface in 10 years.
Oh my god, she went Avatar face. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that
You
was
aren't no
amazing.
Avatar thing or whatever those
Oh
are
my
called.
God.
So, oh
This is
god.
so great. Getting ahead of the fucking social justice warriors and beating them at their
Fuck
own
yes.
game.
Get ahead of them. Let's wrap this story up real quick.
I think you're brave about that.
There were mixed reactions to Demi's statements online, but it even warranted a response from astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson, who told
Why?
TMZ that extraterrestrials allegedly have no feelings. Well, if there is life on other planets, Demi is just being considerate and looking out for them. They even like tried to like
They had to justify.
correct. They had to correct Neil deGrasse Tyson, an
Wait a minute.
astrophysicist. They're
Wait a
like, well, but Demi's cool and she's doing Blueface. So
Now, this is the thing that like everybody
What is
has
that?
this horrible misconception. What's what? That's my flag.
What is this on the bottom?
How do you feel about Demi's statement? And it gives you a poll. But this is something that folks need to always realize. Neil deGrasse Tyson is absolutely right. If we did encounter, and like people watch too much Star Wars and Star Trek and assume that everybody's
Not
going to be
possible.
2 legs, 2 arms, 2 eyes, and just makeup on their face. And what you're going to encounter more is like, what about like an extraterrestrial that when they breed, they have 7,000 children, and like a spider, they have to consume 2,000 in order to survive. Their idea of ethics and feelings are going to be entirely different from ours. So the idea that we need to think about them and their feelings, like this is just like
this is disturbing. So I answered the
Yeah.
question.
oh,
I am
fuck
with
me.
Neil. Don't think ETs would find alien offensive.
Thank God.
29% of people think it's derogatory.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Because chicken,
No.
here's the thing.
CNN viewers.
Tony remembers her, but I used to date a chick who worked at Gallup.
I'm gonna have to
in
take a
Lincoln.
smoke break. I'm like
but-
I'm like black pilled right now.
But
Just
here's the thing that she told me is that if you have any question, whatever the question is, 20% of the people that you talk to are going to give you the
And
most
there's the-
insane answer you have ever heard in
Yeah.
all your fucking life. If you think, should we like, not make like
It's the-
I don't
yeah,
know,
it's
should
the-
we not make Corona like an airborne like plane that can kill people? And 20% of the people will say, yes, we should absolutely do that. Like they will just, it doesn't matter. So the fact that 28% shows that 8% of people are really, really supportive Demi Lovato fans, and the other 20%
it's a
just
2020 rule
standard
to where
fucking
no matter
morons.
what question you ask, there's a 2020
Mhm.
rule is what you're referring to. No matter what question you ask and how it's asked, 20% of people will always side with one answer, and 20% will always side with the other answer. No matter how ridiculous it is, as long as you get it broad enough. Like if you do it to 100 people, you're not going to get those results. But if you do it to like 1 million people, you're usually going to get a 20% fucking weirdo answer and a 20% weirdo answer on the other side. Most people fall in the middle. So yeah, 20 to 40% of people are fucking crazy.
But yeah, like if you were to like have a poll of like, should we be giving toddlers jetpacks that can go 700 miles an hour? You'll have 20% of the people say, yes, we should absolutely give toddlers jetpacks that go 700 miles an hour.
Will it kill them?
That's neither here
I'm
nor
gonna
there.
let you
I
make
need
your
to
own
know this.
determination on
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna let you make your own risk assessment there, folks.
You know what? I've had a lot of toddlers. You know what? They're pretty resilient. You know what? They fall down, they get up again.
They
I
bounce.
think they'll bounce back.
They bounce.
They do.
Let me know how that goes.
You ever see that video of the there's like this big old Hindenburg comes down and the baby gets up and like
I just imagine like a tiny little baby with a giant check
No,
back,
the
and for
dad
some
is-
reason, the
the
perfect
dad
song
is
is
sitting-
"The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town." Like, yeah, that's the perfect song for "Baby on Jetpack."
yeah.
Holy shit.
The video is that there's two dads and they're sitting there and like the Hindenburg comes and hits this kid and he's like, don't react. Don't react.
Yeah,
And then the baby gets up and goes, "Oh no, yeah, I'm fine," ha, 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 and like runs away. Like, yeah. Just don't react.
Yep. Don't sell it. Don't
Yeah.
sell it.
Yep. Oh yeah, the
Laugh
minute
it off.
the
Laugh
minute
it
they
off.
see, the minute any little kid sees that, like, oh fuck, look in your face, they're like, that's when
it's
it
not
starts
pain,
like a siren.
it's fear.
Yeah.
Oh God, Mom's scared. I gotta be scared.
Yeah.
Am I using a limb? Why does my father look like that?
I've never seen him with that look on his face before. This must not be good.
That's why
Dad,
we have a
Dad,
laugh.
has my arm been this way?
Yeah, we kind of have like a laugh burst policy in my house. We'll intentionally just beat the shit out of our kids, like throw them across the room and just laugh at them. That way, they're just used to it. So if they do it to themselves, then they're not going to cry.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't
Not
act.
as
That's
much.
not real parenting advice. Don't listen to anything I just said. I was
Yeah.
totally joking.
These are all jokes, people. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Tony, I'm gonna run upstairs. I gotta take a quick pee. I'll be back. But Tony, I sent you a story specifically for a moment like this. I know you're gonna have a lot of fun with this one, especially with just Phil and Brandon.
Where?
I'll be in the comments, folks. I sent
Where
it to
did you
you
send it?
earlier.
Oh God.
We can comment if we want
It's the
to.
best foods one. I sent it to you on Messenger earlier.
I'm so prepared.
Yes.
Obviously.
You comment if you want to. Leave your comments here behind. Leave them here on Dog and Chicken Show, and we will read them all the time. Yes, folks, drop those comments. Drop your likes, your shares, your subscribes, so we can safety dance together here at the Dog and Chicken Show. Big Buck and Empire, YouTube and Facebook. Also, check out Dog and Chicken Show on YouTube for the backup channel. So when they do try to come after us, you can still get your dog and chicken and KOE content. Thanks, man. God, we're just batting 1,000 tonight. We're getting everybody trying to cancel us now. Wow. So
All right, Tony, you got the story?
I do. Here's the thing. Like,
we've just been having a bang up week, haven't we, T?
I never log into Facebook on my fucking laptop, so it took me a second to do that.
Fair enough.
Because
All right, I will be back, folks. I'll be in the chat though on both YouTube and Facebook, talking shit to anybody.
I don't believe you. I think you're just gonna be in the chat on YouTube.
I will be donating stars to mute you in a minute.
Oh,
all right.
You ain't got the guts. You ain't got the balls, chicken.
You know I do.
Nah, you ain't got it. He ain't got what it takes. The kid ain't got
All
the
right.
moxie.
So here's a
or
fun
moxley.
story that has a ton of ads. Oh my God. Let me just click out all those. Dear
God, this has got more ads than fucking popular podcasts.
And I zoom in and it zooms in on the ads. That's pretty fucking cool. All right. So Chicken sent me this earlier. I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. Raspberries and almonds are the best foods for your health, but instant noodles and chocolate pudding are the worst, according to scientists who've ranked 8,000 snacks and drinks.
Well, what a shock!
New
that the
system
shit
ranks
that sucks
just
is the
over
healthiest snacks. Are you
8,000
shocked?
food,
Jesus.
drinks, and meals out of a score of 100. Raw fruits tops the chart, while instant meals and most desserts score just 1 point. Creators hope
all the
the
good
system will
stuff.
encourage food makers
Eat
to
a
make
handful of almonds for
healthier
your
meals.
snacks. That's
Good God, it's like Metropolis with all these ads.
Yeah,
Holy
this is a little much.
shit.
Yeah, I feel like we've suddenly gone to like Times Square or like just about anywhere in Tokyo. like it's just ads everywhere. But now, like, Tony, I'm sorry, this study doesn't shock me at all that, like, okay, food that's not as tasty as the tasty stuff is better for you. Like, yeah, we all know that. A celery stick is way better than fucking chocolate pudding if that's how you're measuring your life. But, you know, we also need some enjoyment in this life.
All right, so here we go with the story. I actually haven't read this, so Chicken could be setting us up, but let's find out together, folks. Deciding what food and drinks are healthy has become more and more difficult due to a sea of conflicting claims on the internet, but scientists say they have now developed a new food compass that solves this problem for you.
Thank Christ.
And between giant page-filled ads, there's one more paragraph. Invented by experts from the Tufts University. Is that a real thing? The chart includes
in Boston.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh well, hell, all right. No, that's instant credibility for me. Northeast universities, yep, I'll take their word for it.
30,000.
Tufts
Justin
University.
asked how many stars to just randomly end the show. Yanked Up Podcast. He said 30,000. There you go.
30,000. And West J. Ryan. Phil's here. 400 to shut up. So we
Lies and communist propaganda, folks. Milk is better than almond milk. You know it's true, folks. Lies, communism, propaganda.
It'll definitely curdle your stomach more than almond milk. Phil proved that tonight.
Awful.
Invented by experts from
propaganda.
Tufts University, the chart includes more than 8,000 food drinks, combined meals such as pizza. Another giant ad. The Food Compass nutrient profiling system scores foods based on their total health benefits and drawbacks out of possible 100 points. Under the system, raw fruit like raspberries top the chart due to their nutritional content, while instant noodles, famed for being extremely high in sodium, score a measly 1 point. Surprisingly, it says white rice with soy sauce and an ice cream sundae are on par in terms of health, both scoring bad on the nutritional scale. This is likely due to the white rice being a fast-acting carb, similar to the sugars in ice cream, and with fewer nutrients and less fiber than brown rice, which scores higher on the scale. Another surprise is that pasta scores only 1 point higher than a cheeseburger. Similar to the rice, this is likely due to plain pasta containing a few vitamins, minerals, and fiber compared to the whole wheat version. The scientists say the chart is designed to help consumers make healthier choices, encourage companies to make healthier products, and provide health bodies with labeling systems. So really, Phil, how does this make you feel that almonds have been deemed healthier than basically
Pizza?
everything?
Shocking.
I'm just saying, Phil.
Like, I sure hope that a lot of tax dollars weren't sent here to find out that almonds are healthier than pizza. Yeah, Tony. So is celery, and celery sucks.
Celery does suck. I think we can all agree on that. Like,
you got to put some peanut butter on that bitch. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. If you're eating celery and you don't have a big glob of, like an offensively large glob of peanut butter on it, what are you doing? Like, why not?
Ranch
almond cream cheese.
Or exactly, almond
like,
cream.
how did you figure out to make it worse? Like, my God, Brendan. Like that, like, I got to congratulate you. You found a way to make it worse. Like, but yeah. What do we got here,
T? Phil, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Phil.
Oh, well, yeah, you didn't mute me. That was your problem. And yeah, this is lies, communism.
Now. All right, so at 1:40:45, we will get Phil back. All right.
Celery and almond cream cheese is Phil's favorite new snack. I mean, I feel...
I agree.
Yeah, and I think he's right. It is pretty tasty.
Oh, it's delicious. Like, he's being modest, but if I don't see him and he's not like munching on some celery with almond butter on the end of it, he just ate it before he got there. Let's be honest. I usually see a little bit on his chin. I'll be like, Phil,
the other day he grinds up almonds, so little bits, and then he gets almond yogurt, and he puts the almonds in the almond yogurt.
Wow.
Just to make it, and then he stirs it with celery. Yeah.
Like, I didn't know it was possible to get more almondy than that, but like Phil found a way.
I mean, he's really well. I mean, we've known Phil for a while, and he likes to put in 110%.
Phil puts in 115% when it comes.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Like, we saw a video, and I'm pretty sure he was the probably the maker of the video where they actually show how you milk almonds, and I can just see Phil out there busting his ass. Am I the only one hearing that?
Nope, I heard it. This must be an ad.
Well, there's only 9 fucking million of them on this page, so why not? Let's go with it. This is fucking spunky.
You know, yeah. So, Chicken makes a good point. Would Phil feel this way if he had a large almond orchard?
That's true. What in the fuck, Chicken? This website is terrible.
Turn it off.
Yeah, we gotta fucking mute this page.
Vegetables. What do we got here? Vegetables, raspberries.
You got 2 minutes, Phil.
You got nuts.
This woman launched a super
Oh my god.
Oh,
The
yeah.
dailymail.co.uk is legitimately like one of the worst
Christopher
fucking
Groot,
websites.
and she struggles with eczema, an autoimmune
Oh my
disease,
God.
which
She struggled with
healed by
eczema.
changing her diet.
Oh my
They
God, where
created
is
these
it?
powerful superfoods and plant
No,
protein mixes that are super easy to.
Ooh, that looks
This
like
is
a cool
terrible.
Where
Here,
are you?
we'll pull
What are
the
you doing?
image.
Oh my god.
There we go. Let's get rid of the
Ugh.
tab. I'll pull up the image. Oh my god. That was painful. Ads suck, folks. I'm sorry for all of the trouble that the Daily Mail. Chicken made us pull that up. Like, blame him. So this
Yep.
is the food scores chart right here. All right. And as you can see right there at the top, raw raspberries score very high, full 100 points. Salted almonds just under it with like 84 points. There it is. In color, folks, not just black and white. In color. Almonds, one of the healthiest things you can put into your body. I'm blown away. This is amazing. I for one will sleep better tonight knowing that almonds are not only delicious, nutritious, but a healthy alternative and a safe alternative to some of the most violent natural foods that we consumed for years without knowing the consequences. And by God, I feel so much more American.
I'm gonna sleep with almonds tonight.
In a bed of them. In a
Yeah.
fucking bed of them.
Yeah. Just
Folks, more just disgusting lies and propaganda from the likes of Brendan and Tony. Now, Tony, Brendan, I've come to expect this from Tony. I really have. This level of lies, just propaganda, just rapscallion ne'er-do-wellery, but to be coming from you, Brendan. Oh, you poor, sweet, pure, innocent you, Brendan. It breaks my heart to see you bring such lies.
Thank you, Heather. I'm glad we could be here for a milestone in your life. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm glad we get
You're
all
learning a lot about almonds tonight.
I was about to say, don't believe these lies. All I'm saying is, yes, an almond, it contains less stuff than a pizza. I am shocked. I am shocked that that's slightly healthier. And yeah, celery's even healthier.
You don't have to
But
be
nobody
salty,
wants to
Phil.
snack on that shit. Nobody wants to snack.
I'm just curious,
The only saltiness is these salted almonds that somehow made it to number 2
That's the instant
on this
noodle
highly
on the
propagandized
bottom of the
list.
chart, Phil.
And
Way
look at
below all.
cornflakes are on the bottom of this chart. What kind of bullshit, commie red shit are you bringing onto the Dog and Chicken Show? We have no room for such lies and innuendo here. So, folks, do not worry. Your King
Hey,
of
guys,
Extreme is
what
going to
did I
get to
miss
the
while I was
bottom of
gone?
this, and I will find the actual facts. And yeah,
I don't know,
a couple
Phil's
of these
fired
little
up about something. I
well-paid
don't know what.
scientists will be
We
brought
shilled
to
almonds
justice.
for him while he was muted. I don't know what his problem.
Normally, when I go to take a pee, Phil talks all kinds of shit about me. I'm just curious. What did he say while I was gone?
He didn't have a whole lot to say.
No
It was
good
weird.
rapscallion ne'er-do-well.
Hey, do they serve almonds on planes?
Absolutely.
usually a mix.
Peanuts.
Almonds at high altitude, even healthier.
Yep.
I love this.
Peanuts, though, are also great. And they
Does anybody ever worry
Weirdly
about
enough,
him
I
having
don't know
a
if
heart
anybody
attack
knows this.
on this show? Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Now here's the problem, though, Heather, is that this
But if
heart
he
of
ate more
mine
almonds, I
is
wouldn't.
solid gold to bring you people. Every time it pumps the blood of Extreme. My solid gold heart pumps the blood of Extreme to the brain of Extreme, which brings the thoughts out of the mouth of Extreme so that I can bring this amazing information to you. So do not
I don't know if
worry.
I'd go with
This
mouth of
heart
Extreme.
is in marvelous condition. The heart of Extreme. So,
Mouth.
folks, Heather, I really appreciate your concern, but I would have no worries.
What is the mouth of Extreme? How do you become the mouth of Extreme?
I just expect him to do the Chris Farley, like slam the chest, like you remember the skit from SNL, the Bears, and he's like, no, he goes like this. He goes.
Yeah.
He goes,
Oh, yeah,
I got
the super fans.
yeah. The Bears.
All right, no, it's fine. I'm just having another heart attack. Yep. Now, I'm recovering after the Bears when they lost a massive game, and I suffered my 14th massive heart attack. And so we're here with the Bears, but then we got another very important information to cover. The Bulls. Yep, the Bulls.
I don't know. My mind went somewhere else when you said the mouth of extreme.
Well, it is understandable. Just merely seeing me, hearing me, just brings prurient thoughts to the minds of everybody. So
did he send more stars?
He is not.
Hold on, let me look. Did he?
I do not see.
That's another 100 stars. Another minute.
And now.
All right.
Oh, this is amazing.
This is amazing. So now we can segue. Like I said, there are
segue.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get to the next story in any way I can.
Wait, there's another story?
Yeah, not this one. God damn it.
Oh, yeah, we can get rid of that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I left for a minute. Yeah, Phil's talking about how much he loves almonds still. That's okay.
Yeah.
We love him. We love him too.
about it.
We love him too.
Passionate.
We love you so much.
Number one.
So anyway, you know what? Maybe Southwest Airlines ran out of almonds, and that's why they canceled 3,000 flights.
Probably.
Do you think that's what it was?
Well, I'm not flying without almonds.
Yeah, who would? Who would?
No false idols allowed, Heather.
Yeah. Is he unmuted yet?
No, I think we got. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And another thing good. Okay, I'm back, folks. Yes, thank you, Heather. Thank you. I mean, yes, I am the hero for this era, the hero for this age, the hero for this time, the hero for you at the KOE Nation, the hero of Big Buck and Empire, the hero for us all. We all need a hero, folks, and you have it in Phil KOE. And yes, these rapscallion ne'er-do-wells, they try to silence the beautiful golden voice that is Phil KOE right here at Big Buck and Empire. What the fuck are you doing? Like, share, subscribe right here so you can see more of this amazing, glorious KOE content. And also check me out at KOE Nation on YouTube and Twitch because, folks, even though they try to silence me, they cannot silence the truth. And that is why you come here to hear the truth from me, Phil KOE.
The Valley of Extreme.
Yes.
Oh, I can silence you all night, Phil, my guy.
Oh, you don't have the guts. You don't have the moxie. You don't have the Moxley either. So, folks, come on.
I love it when the chat becomes like the biggest distraction of the show. That's what makes the show the best. I fucking love it when the chat just takes over. This is great.
Bring it. You think you can silence me? No, the voice of extreme will outlast any mute. Oh.
That's
all
true.
Right.
It will.
Next story. Oh,
yes.
God. So this has been going on since last weekend. Southwest Airlines attempts to explain cancellation chaos amid speculation. Southwest Airlines said Friday operational disruption in the company faced last Friday behind the company's recent flood of cancellations. Southwest canceled thousands of flights over the weekend, not hundreds, not dozens. It was thousands of flights over the weekend and shut down about 30% of its flights scheduled on Sunday. In a message published to the airline's website on Thursday, President and Chief Operating Officer Mike Van de Ven. Oh, fuck that guy. If that's his name for real, fuck him. He's got four names. He's got four names.
Name?
He is a COO with four names after it. Fuck this
Van
guy.
de Ven?
Yeah,
Van
Mike Van de Ven. He said the disruption was initially created by weather and air traffic constraints that stalled our Florida operations for many hours. However, there weren't cancellations from other airliners, which caused a lot of suspicion.
Oh.
So as a result, our aircraft and crews were not in their pre-planned positions to operate our schedule on Saturday, Van de Ven wrote. So this has been widely speculated. We can read the rest of the story, but I'll just get to the point here. The rest of the story was speculation that there's these vaccine mandates going through on these airline companies, including Southwest, and that now I believe they're contracted, so they're not allowed to do certain things when it comes to like protesting or shit like that. But it was like massive call-ins, possibly massive attendance issues where pilots and staff were just saying, can't make it, not coming to work today. That's a lot of flights, 3,000 flights over the weekends, a massive amount. Like I get like there would be, you know, maybe there's one little storm that runs through and we just have a shit ton of planes sitting in Orlando and they can't leave. Okay, I get it. They're a smaller operation, blah, blah, blah. But they're based out of Texas. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. And
wait. Orlando is their smaller operation. I sure hope that is not an excuse they gave. That's like, saying like, oh,
they said
Boston.
Florida, so it's like Miami or Orlando. Those are like that's the only two things that'll slow you down in Florida.
I was like, because I was thinking that's kind of like in the movie This Is Spinal Tap. The agent's trying to tell the bands like, oh, don't worry, Boston's not a very big college town. We'll just skip Boston. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, Orlando, where Disney is. That's one of our smaller operations. Like, fuck, did you even think that one out, folks? It's interesting. And I've also noticed that with all of these COVID or whatever you want to call it, I will retract that because we don't know what it's about. But all of these potential protests, potential labor strikes, I've noticed this hashtag of #hold the line. Have you guys seen this at all?
Yep.
And and I'm curious what kind of gravity this is going to get. And we're going to know in about 2 weeks. So check back here in 2 weeks and we will tell you exactly how this went right here at the Dog and Chicken Show. But yeah, now, has anybody here ever flown Southwest?
No.
Yep.
Does anybody Tony, do you have a good story about flying Southwest?
Even the color of the plane is off-putting.
Yeah, like in my adult life, my baggage was lost or this happened or some horrible thing, I can always point to Southwest. So to me, I'm just like, I can't get a Southwest flight. Oh, gosh.
I think my worst delay happened on a Southwest flight, and that was, luckily, it was only like 2 hours sitting on a terminal because of lightning. We couldn't get off the fucking plane in Chicago. We had to sit on the plane because of lightning, and I'm pretty sure that was a Southwest flight.
There's a hub in Manchester, New Hampshire, and I've never had a bad flight with Southwest.
Well, aren't you so special?
Oh,
well,
hold on.
The one guy with his perfect Southwest story.
Yeah,
is Dad's Worldwide sponsored? Is Dad's Worldwide sponsored by Southwest by any chance?
Oh, full disclosure.
Well, I mean, I can't really say brought to you by Southwest.
Okay, fair enough. I was about to say, oh, come on, chicken. I think the last hour and 50 minutes has shown that nobody's sponsoring any of us. Come on now.
No.
The only people that sponsor this show, that make this show possible, are the beautiful people you at home that are sending stars in to try and keep your King of Extreme failing to keep your King of Extreme quiet for a few moments.
Speaking of which,
oh, you bastards. You rotten bastards.
1,500 stars. Good night, Phil from Yanked Up Podcast.
Oh,
wow. Saying goodbye.
Wow.
And before I go, all that being said, check me out at Kiwi Nation on YouTube and Twitch, folks.
Wow.
Love y'all. And Justin, revenge will be mine. It will be mine.
Wow.
So that's 15 minutes of no Phil. If we're still going after 15 minutes, he wants to jump back on.
Justin was on a mission tonight.
He's been killing them.
He was.
What's the deal?
I'm surprised he didn't throw that money at bringing Amanda back, so I'd get pissed. But whatever.
I wonder if the almond conglomerate is fun.
Folks, all right, folks. Let's give an opportunity if you want Phil to come back. That's 1,500 stars. That's quite a bit of stars.
That is a lot of stars. Man,
I don't know.
You want
what if Phil didn't piss off Justin?
You can donate some stars to shave Phil's time.
Ooh, there you go.
Feel free.
Or is that?
So in the meantime, let's get through this. We will have a post show, even if we don't get Phil back on here. We will have a post show tonight. I'm assuming Phil will be able to jump onto that one. And in those post shows, we get a lot more wild. Anybody's welcome anytime. We'll post the post show link here shortly.
Say that 5 times fast.
I know, right? So let's get through Southwest Airlines in the Thursday message. Friday's challenges Florida impacted Southwest more than every airline because of flying to and from Florida. A large portion of our scheduled disruptions from Florida quickly spread throughout our network. So they're just blaming Florida, just like Democrats are doing for everything. It's pretty convenient. It works really well. A lot of people are trying to speculate that this was like a huge call-in of pilots, not pilots on strike, just a lot of them just fed up and done with all the bullshit. So I don't know. Yanked up sponsors this completely. Southwest sucks.
I heard that
Justin saying bring him back. Justin, you fucking paid $1,500.
Look.
Oh my god, he just paid 1,000 stars to bring him back.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh my god.
So Phil's time has been shaved off by 10 minutes. Jesus, Justin.
Oh.
Might have to text Phil to let him know that he's back on in 3 minutes.
I guess while Phil's distracted,
I'll text Phil, let him know he's back
so
on.
I heard that air traffic controllers actually stepped out of the office.
I hered there's all kinds of rumors.
Yeah. There's nothing that's been reported, officially, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Justin's drunk. Yeah, probably.
We warned you at the top of the show. You may get fucked up.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I don't think we've even been paying attention to the words.
All right, I just texted Phil.
They would have reminded us.
I'm ball tickling.
All right, so what is this? All right, so what does this really mean? He's coming back any minute now. Any minute.
Yeah.
What does this really mean? Okay, so it's not a pilot shortage. It's not like, oh my god, there's so many jobs available, nobody wants to work. No, the pilots are there. They're not walking out. What does this really mean?
It could mean a lot of things. It could just be it could be what their narrative is bad weather in Florida fucked up a couple of routes on our flight, so it delayed us. That could be part of it. Part of it could be call-ins. It could be a combination of a bunch of fucking things.
Did you read the Pilot Association president, union president?
No,
yeah, he basically said that Southwest, the guys running Southwest are basically idiots, and they don't know what they're doing, and it's all their fault that this happened.
That doesn't surprise me. Brandon Korblick says mosquitoes are attracted to people who have recently eaten bananas. Is that true?
It's the potassium.
No, I don't believe that.
I don't know. I was just going with it. God, you actually got to question my science?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm going to Dr. Fauci on this one. I'm going to Rand Paul this question.
All right.
Take some hydroxychloroquine.
Yes, quinine, please.
Quinine.
And ginger ale.
Yeah, of course.
All right, we have 1 minute left of Phil's 5-minute ban. Let's see if he's coming back. He just went off camera here.
He's there, but he found something better to do.
He just keeps talking on the phone, so just keep texting him.
There.
He's ready to go.
Phil I am back. Yes, folks. I had to deal with some personal issues there for a moment, but do not worry. I am back for all of you beautiful people here at all of these beautiful, beautiful platforms: Big Bucket Empire, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, KOE Nation, and Dad's Worldwide. You can find me on
Dad's International.
Yes, and Dad's Intercontinental and Foreign and Domestic. So, yes, folks, I am back by popular demand. The people, I was not even prepared to be back on the show, but the people demanded it.
Phil, the same person that gave you a 15-minute ban
that's
also sent $1,000 to bring you back early.
Well, like I
Or not
said,
$1,000, 1,000.
well, I was about to say for $1,000.
Okay, another
I
about to
really,
drop.
I really
Oh,
had some
fuck.
song and
Oh,
dance
fuck.
to it. Jesus Christ, really? Okay.
Basically, Justin is playing Twister with Phil on the
Yeah.
show tonight.
Yeah. Hey,
With his
see, folks, if you want to have this level of fun, you got to donate stars to Big Buck and Empire. That's the way that you can get
Only
in
way
on
you can
this.
do that is on Facebook.
I
Yes,
didn't know
yes.
this feature would be this much fun.
But yes, as you can see, by popular demand, the public demanded that I come back. And here I am. Here I am. So,
That's fair. Thank you, Justin.
thank you. Thank you. Well, so is there any
'Cause otherwise
other
we-
marvelous news?
Wait.
We
of
have
the day that needs
one.
covered?
We have one last story. One last news
Okay.
story for the night, and then we can wrap this bitch up.
All right,
okay?
let's do
I'm
it.
surprised that the last 2 weeks we like flew through stories like this. Like we're just fucking snapping through shit. Tonight, fuck man, this stuff's been dragging on. Like this is crazy. I love
had
it
a
though.
lot.
This has been a fun night. This has been a really fun show.
have to get on to the next story.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next story is all about William
William-
Shatner being
William
unfit as a guinea pig and being
No. Something you need to realize. Space.
Yes.
The final frontier. I finally was able to touch it. Now, did you guys ever see the William Shatner roast? George Takei had one of the best lines in that
Yes.
one. I'll never forget it.
Yes.
William, this is something, since I've known you for all these years, something that I've wanted to tell you, but I've never had the heart to tell you. But now that we're here amongst family and friends, I could finally tell you something from the bottom of my heart. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Yeah.
Like, yes,
That
yes, perfect.
It was good.
'Cause those two didn't get along while the show was actually running.
Mhm.
Shatner and Takei did not.
So that that relationship has not gotten any better.
Oh,
So George Takei has called William
Apparently.
Shatner an unfit guinea pig after hearing about his journey into space.
jealous.
George Takei and William Shatner's ongoing feud is boldly going where it's never gone before. That's yeah.
What quips? I think it's gone
Yeah.
there before. But yeah, so like, man, at this point, I'm sorry, George. It's a little bit of jealousy. The guy got to ride in space. Okay, like who here isn't like anybody on this show or in this audience? If you got a chance to fly in space, I don't want to hear this. No, I don't think I'd do it. No.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
Did
you.
anybody?
You do it in a
Did
second.
anybody watch the actual footage of Shatner?
No,
floating?
I did not care.
I came across it on TikTok and I'm like, okay, I actually want to see this now. I actually pulled up the
Did a
clip, I
toupee
watched
float
it.
off or did it stay?
No, I didn't even care. Like you see the earth in the background of the window and you see everybody floating around. And it was amazing for one reason and one reason alone, because Shatner is doing the commentary of it. Like he's shocked, he's flabbergasted, but he's still talking in that Shatner voice. Wow, truly, words cannot describe the sensation I'm feeling right now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. No description can equal this. And it was just the most perfect thing. It was quintessential Shatner, and it was beautiful seeing his legitimate reaction to this. It was the most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
That would be awesome. Now,
Gank,
like,
we'll get to that one after this story.
Ooh.
We'll
Like, I
show
always-
you the new Tony G shirt after this story.
I always kind of wonder, like, when we've got all this film of like William Shatner flying in space and floating in space, and then I've often kind of chugged, like, I wonder if like future civilizations will like find just like some old Star Trek DVDs, and they think that's like some sort of historical documentation of what happened.
That's the
and-
plot of Galaxy Quest.
Shit. Okay. All right. So, wait. Okay, I'm disappointed. You did not tell me Simpsons did it.
They
Tim the
probably-
Toolman Taylor.
Like, give it some
yeah.
time. Somebody in the comments will say, "Yeah, they did it in episode 1216." Dumbass. Like,
Did you have some comments from George Takei, Chicken?
So George
They're
Takei
all
says,
flattering, I'm sure.
he's a guinea pig, 90 years old, and it's important to find out what happens, Taki reportedly told Page 6. So 90 years old is going to show a great deal more on the wear and tear of the human body, so he'll be a good specimen to study, although he's not the fittest specimen of 90 years old. So he'll
Jesus.
be a specimen that's unfit.
Wow.
God, now, how old is George Takei here? Like,
George
it's not
Takei
like
just said, "You're fat."
Yeah, he's giving him a hard time about being 90. I'm like, George, you're not exactly a spring chicken yourself. I mean, it's not like
the other thing I think George Takei tweeted out. It said, "Boldly going where other men have gone before."
Okay, this is just jealousy. Okay,
Yeah.
this is just him being jealous at this point. It's like, damn it, why were you the star of the show and not me? That should be me in that rocket. Like, yeah, that's sorry.
Sulu.
Yeah,
that show never happened.
Show.
I remember one of the Star Wars movie or Star Trek movies, they gave him his own ship for a little bit. And so they even got a shot of Sulu sitting in a chair. Now you fly this thing faster. And he got like 15 seconds. Oh my.
Do you think he paid extra for that?
Well, I would. I mean, if you're in that position, hell yeah. And of course, I'm talking about Doggy.
Giggity.
Giggity. But so now we actually have...
Brendan's not even talking anymore. He's just making facial expressions.
Well, like, it is interesting. We now have a private company that can just get people into space if they want to. Yes, Dad's Worldwide. So what I like about that is probably by the time I'm in my 60s or 70s, it will be a standard tourist attraction to just get in this thing, fly into space for maybe a few $1,000. Yeah. And then come back. And so by the time I'm an old man, it's going to be actually pretty neat to go into space. I'm looking forward to it. So that's
exactly what it is. And this was a brilliant publicity stunt. You've got Captain fucking Kirk going into space and describing it as basically orgasmic. This was 100% a publicity stunt ad, and it fucking worked. George Takei can basically just suck his jealousy off. I mean, Jesus Christ.
It worked for George Takei. I mean, like, William Shatner's, he doesn't need it, right? Like, I mean, the guy's done everything. He's got more money than he knows what to do with. I mean, the last probably 20 years of his life, I mean, how many shows has he done?
Not just that.
Boston Legal was fucking awesome.
It was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, the movies, the actual TV. The guy's done nothing.
The cameo, like apparently. Yeah.
He got in a fight with Jerry the King Lawler on Monday Night Raw in the 90s. Like, you can't. Come on. Christ.
I love the guy. I read his autobiography, and it was just amazing. So I love William Shatner. he makes me laugh.
Yeah. Now, great. And the pinnacle of Shatner's career, I would say, is probably getting all that space poon and calling them, they, and their.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, like, on a slightly different subject, but it's kind of like when you're talking about autobiographies, I one time read Ted Turner's autobiography, and it was like staring into the mind of madness. Like, yeah, so
Priceline negotiator.
Yeah, and I love his line from Boston Legal. Oh, I'm Denny Crane.
Denny Crane.
I'm probably not your father, but I could be.
Yeah.
I remember watching.
That's the conversation.
I didn't do an official review. I'm just gonna say 3.75. This shit's pretty good.
Liking that. All right. The one episode of Boston Legal, the first one I ever saw was he went on like a blind date with a midget.
And little person.
Yeah.
Okay. There's two stories that I'm following with this comment and then your comment.
Master P wrote a song.
Really? You should play it. We should play it.
Let's play it.
Let's really just put a cherry on that canceled Sunday.
Play it.
Like,
Brandon's gonna freestyle over top of the track. What?
Brendan, Brandon drank. We said Brandon twice, 3 times. You're welcome to join the show just to freestyle it.
Oh my God. Up, down, I can play his freestyle again on the post show. I know he was a big fan of that last time.
I'm sure he would love you to do nothing.
I'll send him a link if he wants to come freestyle. We're about to wrap up the show, so it's not like you have to stay.
Up to go to the post.
We're about to go to the post show, but Brandon, drink again. If you would like, you can come freestyle live before you go to the post show. I will send it to you now.
A hip hop, a hip it to the hop of the hip. Oh, wait, he's not gonna do that.
Stop it. Oh my God.
Oh,
Hotel, motel, holiday inn.
well,
Okay.
If
okay,
you're sure
if that's the
acting
case,
up, then you take her friend.
Let's start.
Oh, Brandon getting jiggy with it.
Okay, so
Bucket trash.
tonight we found out that a dick got on a dick spaceship, flew into space.
But that seems to be the new normal. Like, everybody's riding the dick ships up. Like, Bezos did it.
Yep.
Shatner did it now. Fucking
Yep.
goddamn Dr. Evil did it in the 90s.
True. Brian Laundrie is the most elusive man. You know, the FBI can find every person. The FBI can find every person that hates the government, but they can't find a guy that choked some girl in Wyoming.
you know, now I'm going to say Brian still has at least another 10 years to go, 11 years to go, actually, before he can call himself hide and seek champion, which that still has to go to Osama bin Laden.
No, Bigfoot
Whitey
still
Bulger.
got it.
Oh,
Whitey
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whitey Bulger is underneath a concrete foundation right now. Or not Whitey
You
Bulger.
can't prove that.
I'm thinking of who's the union guy. That they were-
Hoffa.
Yeah, there we go. Hoffa. He's sitting underneath a fucking concrete foundation
seek
at the
champ.
moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Chicken.
What else did we have?
awesome
Southwest
and you should
Airlines
never
is
mute
full of
me.
shit. CNN still full of shit.
There.
Demi
Aliens
Lovato's
is
a
Alien is
Demi
a
Lovato is a very special person that needs a lot of attention.
stunning and brave.
Please comfort her. She's stunning and brave.
Don't
Stunning and
assume her.
There.
uh,
There.
What-
There, don't assume there.
Oh my God.
Tony's just like, no, I'm done.
Canceled.
Yeah,
Canceled.
I just
Man,
got canceled. What the
What
fuck?
happened? Wow, they just canceled your video feed though.
Wow.
They'll get to
Maybe.
the audio later. So,
Oh man.
but well,
That's what happens. You fuck with Demi Lovato and the aliens, your picture just goes away.
we found out that William Shatner and George Takei are going to literally take that shit to the grave.
Beam me
Yep.
up, Demi.
I mean, like, that's
Beam me
happening.
up, Demi.
Good God. And we also heard some unfortunate misinformation propaganda about almonds and such. But
I don't
do not worry.
remember
There, I muted him.
that.
Justin had some time left over, I figured.
Evil communists and their propaganda. Yeah, no good. But so, well, chicken.
All right. Real quick, folks. I'm gonna drop the link in there. We're gonna wrap this bitch up. Link to the post show. Feel free to pop in. You don't have to be on camera. You don't have to talk to us. You can just jump in there. And
watch
if
us
you-
be assholes.
Yeah, we can just talk shit. If you want to join it, jump into the private chat. Tell us that, hey, yeah, I want to be involved. Otherwise, you can just sit there and watch. And we'll talk some more shit for a couple more hours, and we'll probably get a little bit more raunchy and a little bit more dirty.
I'll probably get naked.
Too hot for YouTube and Facebook. Yeah.
Okay, that's probably a good time to wrap it up. Jesus.
So,
Christ.
folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us this evening for episode 109, Hot Spoons in Space, folks, here on the Dog and Chicken Show on YouTube. Big Buckin' Empire on YouTube, Big Buckin' Empire on Facebook, Big Buckin' Entertainment on Twitch. We were also joined by the one, the only, oh my God, we've got Darth Vader here. Okay, we've also been joined by the one, the only Dark Lord of the Sith himself. Darth Vader is here.
Thanks, Heather.
Thank you for joining us, Darth. We've also got Dad's International, Dad's Intercontinental, Dad's Foreign and Domestic. You can find Brendan at Dad's Worldwide. Yes. I even made the Dark Lord of the Sith laugh. Okay? Third in line from the Grand Master himself. He answers to Sheev Palpatine, who answers to Darth Jar Jar. So yes, third in line from the Grand Master of the Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Jar Jar himself. But folks, I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, Phil KOE. You can find me at KOE Nation on YouTube and Twitch. That is K as in King, O as in oh my God. KOE Nation is on YouTube and Twitch. E as in extreme. KOE Nation on YouTube and Twitch. Be sure to join the party. Be sure to join us in the after party. Folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Raise a glass to yourselves. I hope to find all of you back here happy, healthy, much the wiser. Dark Lord of the Sith, take it away and give Darth Jar Jar, your Grandmaster, my regards.
Love it. Brandon, where can people find you? And say goodnight to the folks.
Thanks for having me on. As always, don't forget to hit that like button. And you can find me at Dad's Worldwide. You want to hit dad stuff. If you want to hit politician stuff, at Your Politics Sucks on Twitter, or I have a Facebook group as well. Your Politician Sucks. So looks like the NPR signal, but it's YPS.
Love it. You get your Twitter account's fun. Tony, or Darth
Thingamajig.
Darth guy.
Darth G. Yes.
Ball tickler. Yes.
It is I, Darth G. And I just wanted to come on at the end of the show to proclaim that Shatner's a hack. He always has been. I've always been a better pilot, even when I was a young farm boy on Tatooine. And my goodness, the fact that the Lord of the Scottish Highland doesn't even recognize his Sith chief, Darth G, and he's in here speaking non-truths, that almond milk is the one true dairy product that we should all aspire to enjoy.
Darth Jar Jar drinks whole milk.
The audacity.
Grandmaster.
Episode 109, we learned many a truth, and that is for the right price. Even the king of extreme
Kids'
is
mask.
silenced. So you must like, share, subscribe, of course, to the Dog and Chicken Show. Yes, on Facebook and YouTube and all of the good stuff. And Big Bucket Empire on the Facebook of Faces. And of course, the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and on the Spotify.
And if you want to get Tony
for
shirts,
no reason.
Let's
Yes.
go, Brandon.
Oh,
let's
Say,
go,
let's
Brandon.
go, Brandon. Darth G.
If
let's
you want to
go,
pick up
Brandon.
your newest and hottest Tony shirts,
Oh yeah.
God, I
It
can't
is
pull
hot.
this up in the moment. I don't. They are hot. Tony, by any chance, can you pull up that link? I'll say my goodbyes, and we'll pull up the Tony shirts that they can order off of Yanked Up. Hold on, folks.
I like
This is
how
going to
you-
be
I
fantastic.
like you always put me on the spot.
I know. I need your help, man. I need your help.
Well-
Anyway, all right. I'll say my good nights, and then we'll do the fucking whatever. Anyway, hey, thanks for tuning in, folks. Really, really fun night. This was a stupid ass show, and it was fucking the most fun I've had on here in probably 2 months. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this one was fucking amazing. This was super fun. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you share this with somebody. Find one person out there that would go, you know what? This content's kind of fun. Phil's kind of fun. Tony's kind of fun. Brandon's, whatever you think they think. Share it with them. Spread that content. That's how we build more of a community. We have a nice, small, knit community right now. We need to build that. We need to keep that growing. Not for financial gain, but more just because when shit hits the fan, we need people to talk to. And a lot of people only have 2-3 real good friends that they can chat with. We have a really nice community where we can all talk shit to each other and nobody gets offended about anything. And it's fantastic. Like, I can call Phil a commie and he'll call me a almond milk loving bastard. And it's fine. At the end of the day, we'll buy each other a bottle of whiskey and we'll cheers and we'll joke around about it. It'll be a good time.
And yes, this is the place you need to subscribe at, folks. Yes, because I mean, you never know. There could be...
there's the new shirts.
That's nice. But yeah, you need to be subscribed.
You can find
right
those.
here. In case we get another lockdown, folks, then you can be right here with us. And they're actually shutting down even essential travel for unvaccinated people across the Canadian and Mexican borders here in the United States. So that lockdown might be coming sooner than you think. So you better subscribe, folks.
Yeah. So Tony had it pushed up on the screen there. It's yanked-up-studios.myspreadshop.com. That's yanked-up-studios.myspreadshop.com. You can get the Let's Go Brandon Tony t-shirt drink. I'll have to settle if I can't win. Family, yes, family is forever. This is a great community. I agree, Justin.
Yeah, right.
Great time. All right, that's it, folks. We're going to
show.
wrap it up. Again, post show. I will post it one more time in the comments. Feel free to join us. We will be there in about a minute. Good night. Cheers, fellas. Raise your glasses.
Just had it up.
Stop bitching. Cheers. Clink,
Cheers.
clink, clink, clink.
Drinks.
Clink, clink, clink.
Good God. Tony's always got to be bitching about shit. My God.
Fuck you.
Okay. All right. Love you. Bye.
Let's see if it just smooths itself out.
Back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you